nigga Glock made this shit.
Real Mod Squad shit. Whole lot of Mod Squad shit. Shout out Trenches Music. Shout out NC. Shout out Made Media. Shout out Spark. Shout out Queen. Shout out B. Shout out Nene. See, hit my phone like Black make us a song. I hit YouTube, found a BiteDown song, and see you can go to her for the latest news, like who told on who and who gave who the blues. Can't forget Queen Lotus, that's 126. Shorty smart as hell, won't have you thinking about shit. Now let's get on the BZ on the down south shit. Shorty real as hell, she gon' tell you about your shit, and she dropping videos. Go subscribe to her shit. Sparks got the visuals of 99%. Made media out west, he a film mode nigga. Get that nigga, bring a chick, I bet she feelin' on that nigga. And shout out Savage Black, we gon' party on them niggas. Can't forget Nene, she catch bodies in the chat. It's that page fake or real shit, shorty gon' check. She gon' come back to the chat, wipe his nosy out the chat. Can't forget Uncle Swipe, Mr. Miyagi to you niggas. You can call him Swipe or Jordan or whatever, say you nigga. And to the ones that left, we ain't worried about shit. But make sure you like the video before you dip. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Make sure you like the video before you dip. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Make sure you like the video before you dip.
What's up, y'all? What's up? I say, yo. What's up, y'all? Foster Park in the building. Shaq, what's up? About time. Turning like Kim 3 times. Damn, you got a long ass name, Scud. Hey, man. I know y'all been wondering what Trenches News at, man. But besides film school and the businesses, man, I been they made off. I couldn't refuse, man. ICE is out there. They getting their ass kicked. They need help. I've been having on my mask, man, and helping them throw the motherfuckers in the car that need to be sent back over across the border. Goddamn it, 10,000 a motherfucker. We chasing them down, y'all. No, I'm just playing. Look at y'all. Damn, he helping ICE. No, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking around, y'all. I'm just fucking around, man. Hey, but that 10,000 a man sound good though. Shit, I'll come up off a helicopter shit for that. But ICE is out there getting their ass kicked, man. I seen ICE get beat up. They whooping ass too and taking names too, man. They kicking ass too. So be on the, hey, if you look like you black and Mexican, man, just stay off the streets, bro. Cause they running up on you too and whooping ass, man. They ain't even giving the motherfucker a warning, like freeze, you're under arrest. They just hopping out and whooping ass, got on masks and shit. I'm like, oh, okay. Shit, if you gonna get them off the streets, fuck it. However you gotta get them, I guess. But I'm going to switch over, man. Today I'm going to get back on here. Harvey Rural 147 in the building. All right, y'all. We back. I switched over. Man, it's been a lot going on in the 9 days, man. I've been gone. Shit. A lot been going on, man. Lil Durk is going through it because his lawyer. Hey, after this, man, I guarantee, man, Lil Durk gonna want to fire Drew. He said, yeah, but they bogus for pushing old ladies down and shit. Hey, yeah, they whooping ass and getting their ass kicked though. I can't say that, man. I seen both parties. Anything on Bezu gone, man. Bezu land low. You think Bezu finna come out and they said his real name? They ain't say THF Bezu or Bezu. They said his government. Hey, they said Bezu shit as if his shit supposed to been redacted or something, man. I don't know now. Hey, who said that? Hey, Joey Bago Donut said that shit. I ain't say that. Hustle Man 365. He said Dirk coming out how? Man, Dirk ain't getting out of that shit, man. Dirk got too much shit on him, man. Dirk gonna fire Drew Finland after he get found guilty. Shit, I know that. He gonna fire Drew if he ain't about to fire him now. Hey, look, Drew Finland, man, his tactics is he trying to go after the government now, bro. You can't beat them, man. They going about it the wrong way, brother. He can't beat the government, man. You could point out shit that they doing illegal and all that shit. They just gonna hammer it down on you, bro. They gonna look for every murder that that your name was part of, goddamn it, just to get you. You know? I just think, like I said, the interviews that Drew did, it's gonna come back to bite Lil Durk, man. It's gonna come back to bite him, bro. He should never have told his lawyer to get up there, man. They was trying to do media control, bro. You can't beat the internet, man. I don't know if Lil Durk was off medicine when he was out and he was just rapping about murders and shit, but wasn't paying attention. You can't beat the internet, man. I don't give a fuck how big of a rapper you is or how big, or you can't beat the bloggers or none of that shit. They gonna pound you, bro. They gonna pound you, bro. The story's gonna keep coming. Like a rapper, you gonna rap about it, and then you make 1 or 2 diss tracks. It's over with. Don't nobody want to hear you no more. But the bloggers gonna talk every day about it, and they got thousands of people want to hear this shit. The more I hear about Lil Durk, he was a little greasy thing. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, he say, "Pooh, you know I'm shiesty. Pooh, Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. Yeah, that motherfucker a shiesty motherfucker, man. Hey, but I can tell you this. Everybody, hey, look, man, I don't give a fuck what butter time about. I'm free, brother. You gonna come on here and tell me what butter time about, bro, and I'm free? I don't give a fuck what butter time about on everything, bro. I'm free. I'm free right now. He got to go to sleep right now. It's 9:30. You got to lock up, man, on some real shit. If he ain't in Stateville, in hell, man. Hey, look, I'm free, brother. I'm finna lay next to my wife when I get off here, brother. Don't tell me, don't be on no messenger shit like that, bro. I don't like that shit, bro. You know, Butter said something about you last week, man. Get that shit out of here, man. Give a fuck what Butter said. Hey, but anyways, man, about the Money Duke shit, man. They ain't got nothing to do with Money Duke, man. I know this for a fact, man. He ain't got nothing to do with Money Duke. Money Duke, like I told y'all a long time ago, Money Duke was on some King Kong shit, bro. He tricked the nigga. Oh man, you been gone, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with that. And then when Buddy gave them the shit, Money Duke say, "Oh man, fuck y'all. Y'all had something to do with what's the name?" Or he trying to make it seem like Buddy was in the mix with Shorty now from Front Street, and he took his shit, bro. Hey, a million people told him to get his shit back, man. Hey, look, get dude his shit back, bro. He been gone for 15 years, bro. He don't know nothing about the shit. King Kong say fuck that and beat his chest. So shit, you know. After that, hey, we can't get your shit back, Scud. Hey, when I catch him, it's up, And then they go dangling. They go dangling at a bar called the Pork Chop, and they Muslims. I don't understand it. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get that at all, man. You Muslim, but you at a bar called the Pork Chop. That's just disrespectful to the motherfucker, man. That's disrespectful within itself. Just imagine a Muslim brother calling you, "Hey, Sarah Hadeen, where you at? Where you at, brother? I'm at the Pork Chop." Like, what you say? What you say, brother? I'm at the Pork Chop. That's got to be some crazy conversation, man. Two Muslims having. Where y'all at? Where y'all at, brother Aki at the Pork Chop? Shit crazy, man. But yeah, Duke just, he got caught up like that, man. It ain't had nothing to do with Lil Durk, man. I mean, Lil Durk was mad that he was fucking with his brother girl though. But Lil Durk been mad. Duke been fucking with her before D thing died. Duke was fucking with her. Duke a little sneaky motherfucker, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Duke probably hit a lot of they mamas, man, that's out there rapping right now. You know, like he's sneaky than a motherfucker, man. He's sneaky. But Vaughn was sneakier. You see, Vaughn took Duke girl, and got a baby by. Vaughn got a baby by Duke's sweetheart. God damn it, Duke was with Shorty since like 8th grade. Vaughn and got some money and got his girl pregnant. So it's like it's all in the ball game when you in the trenches, man. Like anybody could fuck anybody. It don't even matter, man. They all fucking each other, man. Catching diseases, popping Benadryl and whatever that shit called antibiotics together, and they going through it, man. Hey, bro, my car won't start. You would pick me up at the pork chop? Hell no. Yeah, dude got D thing baby mama. He got D thing baby mama. So she got two dead baby daddies, man. She almost a black widow, man. I know Mona Lisa, man. Everybody that she dated, man. Shit, they said they dead. She named like 15 motherfuckers. All them dead, man. I'd be scared to date Mona Lisa, man. For real. You go out on a date with her, go to your crib, man, and now you dead, man. Your life was fine before you dated her, man. Shit crazy, man. Now I can't blame Mona Lisa for their deaths or none of that, but she do got a lot of dead boyfriends and baby daddies and shit. People that she went with. Hey, yeah, they pushing penicillin, pushing P, man. When they say pushing P in Chicago, as you pushing P, they talking about penicillin, man. Them motherfuckers in the old block, everybody fucking each other, man. Yeah, y'all were family, all right. Yeah, motherfucker around there, that's my brother. Yeah, all right. And his brother and sister gonna be brothers and sisters and cousins and shit like that too. On everything, it's different over there. When are you bringing back that happen series? I'm gonna bring it back. I just been in school too. I be in school and shit. I be tired, man. I be real tired. But I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back soon, real soon. But yeah, like I was saying, Bezu gone up out of there, man. We ain't gonna see Bezu on the internet for a long time, man. Bezu ain't he clipping everything. I could see Bezu cut his hair soon when he seen his name in the paperwork. It's coming though, man. Hey, look, all them charges you think the judge just throwing out like that? Nigga got caught with 3 guns, and I had the video. I had a motherfucker who was right there when Zoo them was getting pulled over by the police, and he had sent me the video. It's on my page, and they had 3 guns in that motherfucker. They had 3 guns in that bitch. Bezu beat that. You got caught with some more guns after that. Beat that. Like you ain't just beating shit. Like you ain't just beating them cases like that, bro. Like if you is beating them like that, the people coming. What about Wook? Shit, Wook just be chilling. Wook just be chilling, man. Wook license to carry and everything, man. Wook ain't doing shit. Wook ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Wook finna spend all Lil Durk money when he get locked up. Shit, Wook probably praying that Lil Durk don't get out. Shit. You know, some niggas be sitting in the background like, damn, Smirk don't come. I could run OTF. I could rebrand the label. It's my shit. You hear me? Some niggas be waiting in the sideline like that. I can't wait. Yeah, that nigga gone. It's me now. You know? Dirk ain't got no friends, man. Them niggas weren't his friends, man. None of them niggas was his friends. Everybody was in it for beneficial reasons. I told y'all about that, man. Lil Durk was with them for protection and all that shit, and they was with Lil Durk for money, so they could take care of their kids and rent money and shit like that. That's why they was crashing out and killing people and whatever. It was a mutual agreement. But yeah, like I said, everybody use somebody in the streets, man. When you on that block, it could be 15 of y'all on that block. I don't give a fuck how much somebody saying they love you. They out there for a reason. What is they need a ride, they need to smoke your weed, they need that bag for some money, they selling square hustle, whatever. The motherfuckers out there for a motive, man. Or he might got a gun. Oh, we gonna hang down there with bro way. He got the gun on him. But if I throw this motherfucker, ain't nobody gonna take the weight though. So yeah. But y'all. I gotta read this off to y'all. I gotta read something off. I gotta read something off. All right, y'all. So y'all know that Lil Durk. I'm gonna have Nene put this in the comments too. Y'all know that Lil Durk is being sued by the estate of Weekly, which is FBG Duck. His estate is suing Lil Durk, OTF family, OTF and the family, D Thing, and the rest of them motherfuckers. They being sued. And good thing about this, everybody could tune in. Everybody can tune in. It's gonna be Zoom court, and everybody can tune in. If y'all got y'all pencils, papers, or y'all could just rewind this and clip it out and take the information. But this is the information for the Zoom court. So you're going to call this number right here, 312-626-6799. You're going to call that number. That's the Zoom number. Then when you call that and they pick up, they're going to ask you for the Zoom meeting ID number. And the Zoom meeting ID number is 967-3454-1119. That's 967-3454-1119. And then the Zoom password is 268697. That's the Zoom password is 268697. So everybody can tune in to the oral argument of Durk lawyers and the State of Weekly lawyers, and you will see if they win anything or they dismiss it or have it go. But you will be able to tune in, man. So make sure y'all go and tune in. Whether no matter what side you support, you can hear some information. So that's what I got on FBG Duck and his lawsuit with Lil Durk. All right, y'all. So we got to get in the story, man. BiteDown600. BiteDown600 has been found guilty on 2 murders, 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of first-degree. 2 counts of first-degree attempt murder. So he won't be. He said, "Can you repeat the number?" Hey, just rewind it, man. Just rewind it, the Crown. Or inbox me the Crown. I'll send it to you. I'm going to have Nene put it up there. So no bloggers or news reporters can go to the courtroom. I don't know about that, Chelsea. I just got the Zoom information and all that for y'all. I don't know about can you go to court. I'm pretty sure you probably can. You probably can go to court. It's public record. So if they're gonna have it on Zoom, I'm pretty sure you can go to court. So BiteDown600, he been found guilty. So all the people that's been arguing with Lil Zay and everybody else, man, I don't want to hear shit out y'all mouth about BiteDown. No more freeze. His ass finna go to jail, man. He killed them fucking people, man. Being emotionally scarred. That's what a bomb do. Get out my house. You can't sleep. You can't live here no more. All these niggas saying free him, but he couldn't. He ain't even feel secure to be able to call you, none of you niggas, to come and sleep over y'all house. He couldn't move in with you niggas. That's why he killed this girl now. His life was over with for him. Niggas be saying free, free, free. What you put on his lawyer? Every nigga who was arguing, what you put on his lawyer? I bet you a nigga ain't put a dime on that man's lawyer. I always talking about that's my motherfucking homie. They ain't your homie, nigga. You just saying free him because you know he'll kill something. Get your bitch ass out of here. Oh, you goof ass niggas. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I bet you if it was your sister or your cousin, you wouldn't be saying that. Your ass would be arguing just like Lil Zay. Just like Lil Zay arguing with y'all. That's how anybody would be arguing. I know if it was my sister and a motherfucker saying, friend, I'm on your ass online. Online, wherever we at, I'm on your ass. You saying free a nigga who killed my family. He killed the brother, sister, the brother. She was pregnant with a baby. And then he hit the mama up and her friend, nigga. What lawyer? He went with a PD? No, he had a lawyer. He had a lawyer. They said he had a lawyer. I seen him on the Lisa say he had a lawyer. But it don't even matter if he had a paid lawyer. He did the shit. All he did was get a lawyer some free money. He really did the shit. Ain't nobody just accusing no nigga, picking niggas. Hey, hold on, goon nerd. You killed that whole family. Ain't nobody picking no niggas out the branch just out of no thin air saying you did some shit to a motherfucker. Hell yeah, F bite down. I'ma make some shirts. F bite down on everything. And whoever riding with them motherfuckers, I'm gonna put that on the back. Cause I know if it was nigga sisters, if somebody killed one of their sisters, they wouldn't like that shit. You running around saying free a nigga. I ain't gonna say free nobody I know. If I know you cool with me all my life, if you did some shit like he did, I ain't gonna say free you, period. I don't give a fuck how long I knew you, nigga. That's weird as hell, bro. I just think like, what if it was my people that he did the shit to? Just like with the backdoor shit. If you would kill your friends, bro, I don't give a fuck what happened to you. Because if you would kill your friends who you grew up with, sandbox and all that shit, you would kill me. You would kill me with no problem. Trenches News, I have no chance with you. If I get into an argument with you, you are off me because you killed your homie already. So shit, I mean, that's unacceptable to me. But yeah, I hope he get 400 years, 300 years. You know, I hope he get a long ass time where he got to stay in Menard for so long for about 30, 40 years until he could come out of behind the wall, you know, and hopefully he'll be gone by then. So that's what we got on Bite Down. Is his ass is found guilty, man. Condolences to that family, man. And that brother, y'all ain't got to go and slide or none of that. God did it for y'all, man. God did it for y'all. Imani, I think the girl named Imani, and the brother, I don't know the brother name, but the brother kicked his ass. The brother the one who whooped Bite Down ass. And that's why the family ended up dead, because the little brother put hands on him. Swipe. Chicago ain't got the death penalty. Nah, they ain't gonna get nobody no death penalty. They gonna scare your ass with it. We gonna give you the death penalty. All right, I'm guilty. I'll cop out for life. That's just a scare tactic now. They need to bring back the death penalty though. Cause motherfuckers is just killing people as if, like they don't give a fuck. So why not bring back the death penalty? Why not hang them on some real shit? Why not? But then they be on death row so long now, they might as well just be in regular jail and die in jail. I seen the motherfucker on death row, bro, since I was a shorty. Then when I went to the joint, he was in Centralia with me. He was on the news and everything. 1990 on the news. The nigga was in Centralia with me. All the death row inmates they got in Centralia and Graham, all the sweet joints. All right, y'all. So No Limit J Dog, man. No Limit J Dog. No Limit J Dog was laid to rest. He was laid to rest today, this morning. And condolences to his family. I just want to say this about J Dog, man. When J Dog first said that shit about G Herbo, I'm like, who the fuck is this motherfucker to tell somebody that they can't get out of gang or, shit like that, right? I was really on J Dog gas because I was mad because Herb was like, I want to get out of gang, I want to get Rico and all that shit. So I was agreeing with Herb. But then the whole time, I never knew that Shorty just came from doing 10 years. He been gone for 10 years. So when he left, G Herbo was on Kingston, on X's when he left. When he came back, G Herbo been in California and motherfucker all the other states. So that he thinking that it's the same, man, when it wasn't, bro. And he got killed for that shit, bro. He got killed because of his thoughts. Because he wanted No Limit to be great again, which is fucked up. I know it's fucked up me saying it. This nigga, when you say you want America to be great again, now I can understand that, or you want Chicago to be great again or some shit. But when you say some shit like that, you want No Limit to be great again, man, like, fuck no, man. You can't even stand outside with a grill and barbecue without 100 guns, bro. You gonna die. Somebody gonna slide up and kill you. You can't be lacking around that motherfucker, man. Half them niggas got guns on them when they be out there. You can't just be out there on Kingston or Exis or Colfax out there just lacking with a barbecue grill and shit. Nigga gonna come and tackle you, bliss you, whatever the fuck they say. Hey, can somebody wipe Sweet Tea nose? We don't free people like Bite Down over here. Fuck Bite Down over here. I don't know what they do on their pages, but and he ain't never did nothing to me. But it's a simple fact that he did something to that girl and to the fucking to the little boy, man. And to the innocent lady who got shot behind that shit. On everything, bro. But J Dog got into a fight with his friends and got killed, man. You know. Hey, Big Op, you can't fight, brother. Long live J Dog, man. Big Op. Hey, Big Op. They say he put elbow. They say he UFC'd Big Op. Hey, Big Op, man. They say they want 7,500 for that video, man. I don't want it, man. I almost wanted to buy it, man. I almost wanted to buy that motherfucker, man. They said, man, he put it on Big Op, man. Said he put elbows and knees on him. Said Big Op was like, hey, Big Op, oh, Big Op. Jumped up, ran down the alley. Next thing you know, they came back like the military, goddamn. They come back through the alley of Kingston like the military. Where you go? They walk up to J Dog. You out your body, son. You doing too much. But boom, 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 boom. And just gunned them down, man. Long live J Dog, man. I ain't scared of you bitch ass niggas, so I'ma talk my shit. Long live J Dog. Oh, I ain't gotta hang on Kingston either. Long live J Dog. Oh, I ain't gotta hang on X's. Long live J Dog. Oh, I ain't gotta hang on Yates, nigga. Long live J Dog. Nigga got his ass whooped and then got a nigga killed, man. That shit crazy, brother. Shit crazy, man. Long live J Dog, though, man. J Dog was misunderstood, bro. We misunderstood Shorty, man. Shorty, we first of all, he been gone 10 years, so we should have been like, hey, bro, you incarcerated, bro. I mean, what we call that shit? What we call a person who boy, your ass, it's a word for it, bro. It's a word for that shit. When a motherfucker been incarcerated so long, bro, institutionalized. Like, hey, bro, you institutionalized, bro. It ain't the same no more. A nigga could have just talked to him about that shit. A nigga could have talked to J Dog about that shit, man. You say when Cairo did it, it was a problem. Oh, Cairo got a big family, shit. Cairo got family from everywhere. Big Op knew he was gonna get blitzed from every side. Cairo got family from Motown, goddamn it, THF, the low end, 39th, goddamn it, all over East, the low end again, over Western. Man, Cairo got a big ass family, man. Big Op was gonna have to hide under a rock if he would have did something to Cairo on some real shit. I don't know how big J Dog family is, but I know if he would have did something to Cairo, ain't too many places you was gonna be able to run in the city of Chicago and hang out. Yeah, for real though. They don't care. They just want to pocket watch and take each other place. Hey, no, 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 no. Look, we ain't gonna even say that, right? Cause you got to think about it, bro. Hey, look. Now I understand it might be a hater or two that's mad at G Herbo, but you got to look at the people that's in the streets. Hey, look, it was a couple of people just died on Kingston before J Doggy got killed. It was a couple of people got killed on Kingston, like back to back to back to back to back, right? And just listen to what J Dog's saying. If G Herbo, right, if he continued to rap about it, I'm sliding through AKTS, we doing this, we putting belt to ass and fuck the ops and Pocket Town, we gonna step on them and all that, right? Pocket Town can't find G Herbo in California, right? But guess what? Pocket Town can find somebody that's close to G Herbo at, and No Limit on Kingston, on Axis, on Kofax. So he getting motherfuckers killed because he rapping about it. So if you ain't with us and if you ain't gonna be with us, stop rapping about us and our homies. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. You getting people killed, bro. You gotta respect that shit. I don't give a fuck what your name is. G Herbo, L Herbo, L Taco. I don't give a fuck on everything, bro. If Trenches News ain't in the street no more, if I ain't in the street no more, bro, why would I keep on rapping about 39th, 39th, 39th and I ain't hanging down there? Or rapping about dead people? You could catch me on 39th, and I know damn well that I'm in Florida, and I ain't on 39th. So a nigga going to blitz 39th and not Florida, because they can't get to Florida, but they could get to 39th. So yeah, G Herbo need to stop that shit, bro. He need to stop rapping about that shit, bro. If you out, you out. You can't keep on using No Limit name to further your enterprise, nigga. That just it is what it is on some street shit. If I say I'm out, I can't profit off the game. If I'm out, and if I'm in, then I gotta split with the game because they dying behind what I'm saying on everything. We don't pay attention. We don't pay attention to them little pages, J Doggy them. We pay attention to G Herbo raps and shit like that. We don't pay attention to OTF them. We pay attention to Lil Durk them, man. That's how we be knowing who killed somebody, because we listen to Lil Durk them. And then we go back on the internet and look, or Instagram, and see who the fuck they talking about. That's how we be knowing this shit. We don't just pick this shit up out the blue and say, oh, they killed what's the name? No. Lil Durk say Didi or Richo or somebody did something, and we go and Google their names, man. And then there you go. But yeah, I just think, man, I just think we misunderstood J Dog, man. And J Dog, man, if you listening from wherever you at, I apologize to you, bro. Cause I didn't understand where you was coming from. I jumped off the gun thinking like, first of all, I didn't know that you just came from jail and you only been out for 8 months. So I was on that with you because I was like, damn, bro, G Herbo trying to change his life. But as I keep on repeating J Dog video, J Dog had a real message, bro. He ain't ask G Herbo for no money and say get a guys no money or none of that. He said fix up the neighborhood, buy some houses or something. You know, he said we ain't got no liquor stores to go to because we done burnt them down. We done got all of them shot up. Rebuild the liquor store. I wasn't thinking what he was saying though. He was saying that we tore down the neighborhood, that we should build this motherfucker back up then. You know, I understand though now that he gone. I understand, J Dog. I apologize though. I listen to him every day, man. I listen to his little song he had on, Wanna Die Young, and all that shit, man. And you end up dying young, man. Speak it into existence, man. I wouldn't even make no song talking about no dying. Like that's just bad luck as fuck that you even rapping about it. The chorus, just the hook alone, bro. For real. How long has Dirk been living out of Chicago? Man, Dirk been living out of Chicago since shit. Probably 2015. 2016, 15, 16. Booker got out of jail. They was in Atlanta. Yeah, 15, 16. Shorty, my Beyonce, and all that shit. From there, Lil Durk been gone. But you want to come back to the city. People tell you you can't come back to the city. You got a point to prove. Who gonna tell me I can't come to the city and I got $8 million? You know, now you got a point to prove. That's how Butter got tricked off the street. I ain't gonna need lie. Well, Butter tricked himself off the street. But when they told Butter that he couldn't come over there, Butter couldn't deal with the internet trolls saying, "Oh, you can't even go back to your hood." So he walked over there with a gun and some more shit, trying to prove something. Man, ain't nobody outside over there in Tuckerville, man. None of them. Man, I done walked all around that bitch 3 days in a row. Ain't nobody outside, man. Them niggas pop out, take pictures, get on the camera, and then they be hiding within the little buildings and shit. Don't nobody be outside, man. I walk through that motherfucker on feet. Not no car or none of that. I walk through that motherfucker on feet. I walked up St. Lawrence. I walked up Rose. I walked up both parts of Rose, 63rd and 62nd. I was at what KI got killed there all through that motherfucker. I ain't see not one of the thugs that be woofing. And then when I uploaded, oh man, you wasn't over there at this time. And then right after I went over there, O Block walked over there and ate Subway sandwiches on their shit. So I don't give a fuck about where you tell me I can't go. Oh, that thing. I went, it don't pay me anyway to go over there. I ain't finna go over there and die for your broke ass. Cause 9 out of 10 times the nigga telling you you can't go somewhere, he broke. He broke and he can't leave from that spot. That's why he telling you you can't come to that spot because he can't leave from that motherfucker. You ever thought about it that way? Seems like the only money Durk put to the hood was a negative bag on names. Yeah, man, Durk did some loser shit, man. Let's just be real, bro. Let's just keep it real. He did he what he was doing was loser shit. He was trying to be like his daddy, a fucking Larry Hoover on everything. What his daddy think he is. His daddy always talking about some Larry Hoover and da. And then Lil Durk, my daddy this, my daddy that. Then your daddy come home after 26 years and you doing the shit your daddy was doing to get 26 years. Like, it just don't make no sense. And Lil Durk, I'm gonna say it again. Lil Durk, he was in the streets, he carried guns, he'll rob you, all that type of shit. But far as he knew who to play with in the streets. A nigga was sending Lil Durk off to do that shit. Hey, go rob him. Rob him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just doing it like I was doing it off my own will. I didn't give a fuck who I robbed. I didn't give a fuck if they was a board member or a fucking high ranking or none of that. I need this shit. Come and get it. Shoot at me. Whatever you gonna have to do to me. You know, you'll find out that I'm retarded and I'm gonna keep on coming back. And then you will fucking bow out and be like, man, fuck this retarded nigga. Hey, look, short, you can hide that shit, you know? Like, when Dirk got money, bro, I just feel like it was the same thing with Vine, bro. Like, some people just don't need money. Some people just need just enough, man. Some people need just enough money to function, to live life. Because if some people get real money, they become liabilities to the community. Like Lil Durk. On one side, he's singing All My Life. He got neighborhood heroes with the kids and shit, sending the kids overseas. And then on the backside of it, he putting hits on O Block and his homies now. He getting motherfuckers killed. He paying for motherfuckers to get up out the way and then rap about it. Trenches News ain't just making this shit up. He said it. They asked Lil Durk what he wanted for his birthday. He said, I already got what I wanted. Them niggas in the sky. I said, damn, bro, you gonna say it on you gonna say it on national TV, bro? Bro, it was like motherfucker 25,000 people on that live. It was a live. And that nigga said that on the live, so he didn't give a fuck. On everything, bro, like, he don't care, bro. That nigga Lil Durk label gave him $40 million. $40 million. So we keep on seeing this $8 million. Lil Durk ain't got that. He way surpassed that shit. But the record label gave Lil Durk an advance for $40 million. This after Von died. After Von died, the label gave Lil Durk $40 million. So that means that this goofy motherfucker was taking the money that the record label gave him and was just going rambunctious. He gave OTF Diddy a card. He gave OTF Vonnie a card. He gave fucking yeah, it's in hey look, it's in Stefan Mac paperwork. It's in Stefan Mac um lawsuit. The label Alamo and Sony, and it's somebody else. They gave Lil Durk an advance for $40 million, bro. This in a lawsuit paper, bro. On everything. This from a lawyer. They gave him $40 million. And Lil Durk goof ass turned around and gave a motherfucker who had beat two bodies, which is OTFDD, on everything. And then we still don't know what happened to the girl who they made him eat the blood juice. She came up missing in the alley. We still don't know who did something to her. So that's three bodies. Fuck it. We might as well put another one on his ass, on everything. So he got three bodies. You gave him a credit card out of all these motherfuckers. Then you gave OTL Vonnie a credit card. And then you gave Boonamo a credit card. Like, come on, man. These niggas ain't never had a fucking McDonald's job, man. What the fuck they doing with a credit card, bro? Like, what they doing with a credit card with millions on it? Like, that's Lil Durk trying to be cool. He trying to fit in with people. Ain't no way in the hell I'm finna get some killers a card with Trench's News name on it, knowing that they be killing people in the streets of Chicago. Fuck no. You gotta be out your rabbit ass mind, man. Oh yeah, hella bands too. They back. Hey, look, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Hella bands got backdoored, man. That nigga ain't just get off no airplane and just, oh, I think he in South Beach and then killed him. Come on, man. Hell no. Yeah. Hey, look. When I heard Jam say that, right, I had to call one of the guys that I knew that was from over there, from Jam Block, from where Jam was from. So I had to call him and shit like, damn, bro, this PW1, this motherfucker sound like Jam, man. He was like, man, that is Jam ass, man. He was like, that is Jam, bro. So I'm like, he like, man, hey, look. He say, hey, look, man. Tell any motherfucker if they find Jam where Jam at right now, I get them $5,000, man. If they can find Jam in any motherfucking jail system. Man, I tried all night, man. I was looking up Jam name everywhere. Every state. Texas too fucking big, man. I was looking up a lot of towns and counties and shit. No Jam, bro. I looked all in Illinois, all in damn near a couple counties of Missouri. Ain't no Jam, man. I looked in all the urban areas, all the little areas that's out surrounding the areas, no Jam. Can't find him. He gone. He said he had a parole violation. He had 3 years of parole left if he violated. So he's supposed to be in IDOC. And if the feds picked him up, we'll be able to see that he's in federal custody. He said, hi, Jam, MIA. Shit. Hey, if you wasn't to give up Lil Durk, shit, you gonna be MIA. You gonna be, eating steak until they come and get you for court. Shit, that's Lil Durk, goddammit. That ain't no motherfucking move off them. That's Lil Durk. That's a $40 million nigga. They gotta feed Jam steaks, nigga. They probably gave him an iPhone. Hey, don't call your family off this or don't be online. You know, probably gave his ass an iPhone and some more shit. That's Lil Durk we talking about though. We ain't talking about no motherfucking OTF sack of shit or OTF big shitty or none of that. We talking about Lil Durk. A nigga say Lil Durk paid me some money to kill a motherfucker. Hey, look, they gonna feed you steaks. Ask me where I be in 10 years. He say the feds. Hell yeah. Then you got Boonamo. Hey, we laughing about the A-ball, man, but the girl got caught with way more shit than the A-ball, man. Boonamo and them. They caught Boonamo with an A-ball. Well, they had a bag, and I think it was some powder, though. I don't think it was no crack or it was hard. I think it was some powder. I think Boonamo had a personal some grams on him and got caught with it. But old girl got caught with some shit. She got caught with some shit, man. The girl who got caught with the shit. So Boonamo got up out of there, and the girl took the weight. So it's still a motherfucker out there who took some weight on some bricks in Nebraska somewhere. We don't know what the fuck happened to the girl, you know. And then you got OTF Boona in Atlanta. Not Boonamo, OTF Boona. He in Atlanta. He killed the guy for $3,000. That's OTF behind it, right? Now, I just said Boonamo in Nebraska. Then you have Boona, OTF Boona. He in Atlanta committing crimes. Then you got OTF and THF and all them committing crimes in Chicago. Everywhere they go, they commit crimes, bro. It's only so long before those people get your ass. It's only so long. I said they was gonna put FBG Cash. Yeah, hey, Cash. They ain't charged nobody with it, but yeah, Cash shit gonna be with them too. I'm telling y'all, man. Jam, they ain't just finna let Jam give up no motherfucker. What's the name? They finna make him write down every murder that they did if he trying to get out of there on Lil Durk, on everything. And Jam ain't no dummy. He ain't no dummy. He a veteran. He been locked up all his life. When he get out, he shoot somebody, go back. He get out, rob somebody, shoot one of the BDs, get out. He been shooting at the BDs and popping the BDs and killing them. You know, it ain't nothing new to Jam. He been doing that shit way before these little niggas just started doing that shit. Jam been doing it. Oh yeah, Jam. He did that to his cousin. What about Ken Ken? Shit, Ken Ken got killed. Casualty of war, man. Ken Ken got killed. BD war, man. Ken Ken ain't get killed by no motherfucking ops. He got killed right by his own homies now, man. The niggas who he used to shake up with, bro. That's why they know. That's why I tell y'all, get out of gangs, bro. Pork Chop, all them. Little Pork Chop, Gleesh, who got killed at the Walgreens, CVS. He got chopped down. Ain't no motherfucking ops did that. You ain't see no ops bragging about none of these murders that we talking about. J Dog, you ain't see KTS or Pocket Town talking about some we killed J Dog. That's how you know that when you don't see the ops bragging, it's some fucked up shit going on. When you don't see the ops bragging about shit. And all the murders just happened that we reported about. The ops ain't none of the ops ever brag about it. Nah, man. We talking about Gleesh from Tay Town. We talking about Gleesh from Tay Town with Didi now, man. Fat Gleesh. Not Gleesh from Mac Block. Gleesh ain't even from O Block. That Gleesh who you talking about? Gleesh ass from 66 and Halsted, 65th and over that way. Gleesh ain't from O Block. He just probably did some shit where he got good with O Block. You know, he ain't even from there though. I know all Gleesh people, man. Gleesh from 65th, 65th, 66, Halsted way, over that way. Oh, Mr. CJ, you changed your page? That's Mr. CJ Talk. I ain't been on this bitch for 9 days, man. It feel weird than a motherfucker, man. It feel weird, man. I ain't gonna need a lot of y'all, man. I see the comments and shit and moving. I act like I've been in jail or something. Shout out Moot. Shout out Adia. Shout out Lord Commander. Hold on, y'all. I saw that documentary with Mama Duck in it. What documentary? Shout out Robert Taylor Holmes, 53rd. You still mad at the Bears swipe? Oh man, hell yeah. Hey, yesterday I could have won some hundreds, right? So I picked like 13 teams. I picked baseball, I pick ping pong, I pick hockey, baseball, and football. So I had 2 games to win like 400 and some dollars, $20 or some shit like that. And I had the Dallas Mavericks. I had them and they was winning. And then I had the Bears. Man, the Bears did some janky promoter shit, man. I copped out, man. I copped out for $80 and the Bears ended up winning, man. I was pissed. I was pissed off like a motherfucker. The Bears be winning by luck. They be winning by the hairs on their chin. I can't fuck with no shit like that. My money on this shit. All right, y'all. We finna get into Savage. What's up, Savage? Sparks, Trap God, Monique, Miss Moore. What's up? All right, hold on, y'all. I'm losing it. I gotta get back in my mode, man. Oh, okay. That's what you were saying. All right, we gonna react to that, Monique. We gonna react to it, Monique. All right, I see what you were saying, Monique. Okay.
Noom's going micro. Micro habits, micro wins, microdosed GLP 1s.
I'm stuck.
That's the worst. To see your child laid out on the internet.
When was the first time you knew it was real out here for you?
Shit, when I got shot at 13, the first time.
I just lost my babies 2 months ago.
Oh,
two
man.
months ago. The people they found in the lake, my daughter, my son, and my baby mama 2 weeks ago.
My daughter is Denaja Dupree Staple. She was murdered on July 28, 2024. A car pulled up with 3 guys. They got out shooting at an individual who was outside, and they hit her, and she was shot 3 times and died at the hospital. I mean, she just wanted to be an 18-year-old and have fun. I mean, she was going to school to be a
This what you was talking about? Hustle man, what's up?
nurse. She was about to go to college.
You know, my son wanted to play basketball and all that, you know, coming from school, you know, went to his mom's house, so he went out that night and, you know, just caught a bullet and, you know, so he been paralyzed.
Champagne fucked up.
It's hard for you to say I choose the right way when you ain't been exposed to nothing but what you're around every day.
When I was 18, I ended up catching a murder, but it was, you know, rude self-defense.
You know, it was a shooting between the 2 of us, man, and I was the one that ended up surviving.
Even though he did what he did, what if Sean would have got his on first?
People don't know how much power it takes to forgive somebody.
My
son is Rashad Weatherall. He was killed October the 4th of 2022. He was not in the streets, never had been in the streets.
Her son was killed in the same place that he was shot.
All the mothers, we are experiencing the same pain.
Same heartbreak.
You say you got shot at work?
Yeah, I got shot at work. I used to work at Mach 1 gas station.
To bury 5 kids in a lifetime, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
My son was killed due to gun violence June 19, 22.
And unfortunately, I got into the funeral home business, and I probably done buried probably 50 of the babies that I used to grow up and give them their first haircut.
To this day, it's been 5 years since my son been gone. And because of my voice, it's like he just left here yesterday.
I don't want to see our black kids going to jail, and this is where they end up at. I wish it could have been stopped.
Look! This is the eye of the trenches!
2 little kids got shot. One of them died. It was 4 deaths and 4 people.
Right over there?
Yeah, this playground right here. Carpenter playground.
This is the playground you grew up at?
Yeah. So this one of the blocks. That's where that happened there, man.
So you say what happened right here, fam?
It was like 8 people got shot. 4 died, 4 survived. A little boy, 2 little boys got shot, but one of them, he passed. Yeah, it was crazy, man. And right there is where the 7 people got shot in the house.
Wow.
4 dead and 3 survived in that situation.
Wow. Right here on 62nd and Carpenter. This all like one block radius.
62nd and Morgan, and 61st and Carpenter with a playground at. So like, you know, it's crazy because we used to be in war with, I don't even want to really throw no organizations out there, you know, but we're 1 block away from each other. We right there on 61st and Carpenter, and these brothers right here on 60th and Carpenter.
Wow.
You know?
So it's literally a 1 block radius for real.
Yeah, and you know, it's crazy, man, because we all really kind of grew up together, but it was that division because of the gangs. But now today, we all cool, you know, and trying to do something to better the community and to bring love back into the community. This community, man, used to be lively, man.
This is Inglewood, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Is this West Inglewood or regular Inglewood?
No, this is Inglewood.
Okay.
West Inglewood on the other side.
Okay, cool.
But Damon.
So is it the difference between West Inglewood and Inglewood, you think?
I mean, it's still Inglewood. It's just West Inglewood, you closer to Western.
Yeah, okay,
and then, you know.
Was this always the police department right up here?
Yeah, this has always been a police station here. Actually, this where my restaurant was cooking fast food and more, was right here.
Oh, you had a right on the block. Okay.
Right here, this corner one right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
So
riding through the town.
Yeah.
Bro, it seems like it's more abandoned buildings than anything over there, bro.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what's so crazy with all that used to go on around here, and with all the division, and now within the brotherhood, guys still not getting a picture and coming together and buying up the community like they should. You know, you got some guys that's doing it, but if they gatekeeping information and the know-how, then you know you can't pick the next man up. So, yeah. So actually, the situation that I was telling you about, that the brother and I be speaking on, you know,
It happened right up here on this block.
Wow.
You know, I just
My little brother and whatever he doing any endeavor, it's like nobody wins. Yeah, we wins. You down there to support.
To use you sitting at this table to where my son is no longer here. And if y'all Duck fans and listen to Duck, y'all kind of know his music was different from the people who he was into it to. And he kept it strictly on wax. He kept his beef with them strictly on wax. Okay, I'm not saying it was capping his rap and all of this and that, but a lot of stuff he rapped about, it was some either he seen or he know who went through it. Him per se, I don't know. I could be just talking, but I know he wasn't hopping in cars sliding on people for the vengeance of other people like that would bring them back. They knew better. And he knew that other mothers would be in the same position his mama is. See, I just let God work for me. And if y'all been watching my story since my baby been gone, everything that has been happening and is still happening is all due to God. None of my hands, none of my nothing. I just let go and let God. And y'all mamas, if y'all can, do her a favor. Get, like my son was really rapping to get his mama out of situations like this. You know, he done seen his mama beat shit that would have broke any other normal person down. Like drug addiction. I'm coming up on 18 years clean. You see what I'm saying? I lost 3 kids clean. That didn't make me want to go back to using. You know what I'm saying? So when you just allow God to use you, because death is certain, y'all. We all got to go one day. But you would rather be old with your grandkids around you and telling them stories and pass on like God wants us to do. Not in the street, not your mama getting a knock on the door, not you hearing about it on the internet first. That's the worst. To see your child laid out on the internet. That's the worst. So if y'all doing the right thing, I applaud you young men. You know what I'm saying? Because these young ends, these YNs, I call them young nobodies. That's what my wife
Okay, I like that. I like
young nobodies. It ain't young niggas, because the bitches is crazy too. They trying to follow the trend. You see what I'm saying? But they're young nobodies to me. And that's not an image that us as women raising our kids will want society to look at our babies as, especially when we know we doing our best. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud you men, you young kids, for even wanting change.
Hey, smash that like button. Hey, y'all ain't never seen this side of Mama Duck. Y'all always think Mama Duck be on bullshit, man. Y'all ain't never seen this bullshit. Y'all ain't never seen this part of Mama Duck, man. I don't think y'all ever seen it, man. But this is another side of Mama Duck, you know? She don't just be on bullshit, man. Hey, look, I don't care if a parent argue with no niggas, man, cause I know if my mama see somebody disrespecting me on the internet and I'm dead, my mama going off. Y'all trick my mama off. Y'all trying to trick my mama off the street now. Y'all now already killed me. What the fuck y'all got to keep on saying something about it? But if she say something back, then my mama the police for saying something back. Like, get your bitch ass on. But yeah, y'all ain't heard Mama Duck say this. Shout out live from the trenches with Trey.
But it ain't just got to start with y'all. It starts with the politicians, like the resources for y'all. So y'all won't be in these streets. You know what I'm saying? If they gave y'all jobs, counseling, a lot of this stuff is post-traumatic stress disorder that these babies are dealing with. So when we work on that, because they want us to be destructive, they make all this shit accessible for us, the switches, the guns. They ain't loading this shit in white neighborhoods. They putting it in our neighborhoods because they killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And it's going to take y'all. It's going to take you young men to realize y'all worth. And death in jail like that.
Sure.
So I applaud you men, you gentlemen, okay? You young kings. Y'all some young kings to me, okay? And y'all keep it up.
Like, when was the first time you knew it was real out here for you?
Shit, when I got shot at 13 the first time, shit, I knew it was tight on for sure.
You said the first time, so how many times you been hit up, bro?
Twice.
Twice?
Hell yeah.
So, like, how did you cope with it at 13 versus coping with it now?
I don't know. I could say it was harder though when I was 13 because I was younger, and I ain't really know too much of nothing for real. It was just basically a new brain.
Yeah.
So like, you know how that shit goes. Hella thoughts. You got hella thoughts. You thinking of hella shit.
Mind racing.
Yeah, mind racing shit like that.
Man.
But
so did that affect the way you was in school and anything? Or,
hell yeah. I'm going to school. We go to school and shit. We don't even participate. We just doing shit in that bitch, bro. Like,
dang. So did you finish high school?
No, I ain't finished high school.
Man.
I'm looking forward to finishing high school though.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't be outside with no niggas, man, who steady looking around like they looking, bro. Man, they looking like they got real ops. They looking like they got some real ops, man. They necks is on the swivel, bro. That's what you call your neck on the swivel. He asking them a question. The niggas looking around like they ops finna pull up any second. I can't be outside with no niggas like that, man. For real. All my niggas, we playing defense like Dennis Rodman, man. We ain't come to start nothing. But if you bring your stupid ass come through and try to shoot, we got you.
For sure. I'm gonna finish high school for sure.
So do you think it was more good memories here in Champaign or bad memories? Be honest.
Probably good memories. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, good. Right now, it's been a lot of bad.
Yeah, right now it's been a lot of bad, but when I was younger, it's hella good memories. But since I really been hell no, it ain't no good memories.
So what's the biggest misconception of your neighborhood, bro?
What you mean by that?
Like, what's the biggest misunderstanding of your neighborhood?
Communication. You know, understanding. Following a motherfucker, shit, really communication. Everybody need to communicate.
Wow. So do you think communication why a lot of the wars even started from the jump? Be honest.
You saying is that why it started?
Yeah, like.
Hell no. It's all hell no.
Where do you think it went bad at for like your generation?
Yeah.
You say what, brother?
Everybody want to be tough.
Everybody want to be killers. Everybody want to be shooters and
be extra listening to this music. Let that shit put a battery pack on.
Dang. You feel like the music ever affected y'all in a way? It sent y'all off?
Hell no.
Sending me off nothing.
If I ever thought of doing something, I thought of myself. I ain't finna listen to no music
for the time
and get motivation from no music. I don't know. These streets fraud. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit new.
They got these streets. They got battery on these motherfuckers back full. I ain't gonna lie.
So I'm gonna ask you.
Wake up, put their battery pack on, charge their ass right up.
Y'all been in tune with Jeremiah?
Oh yeah.
We was just
with him a couple days ago.
Man, that's amazing how he recovered.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He recovered fast.
Fast, man.
I'm the mother of Jeremiah. He's still here with us, but unfortunately he was shot in the head on June 8th of this year. And it's been a rough road, but
I ain't gonna lie, man. Shorty and them look like they into some deep shit, man. Niggas carry. Hey, look, man. Hey, the first step, man. The first step, man. If you want to change your life, man, is go and get a fucking job, Craig. Go and get a job, bruh. When you go and get a job, everything gonna fall in place for you. Everything. It's just gonna be like everything aligned and right. You got a job, then a crib come, then a car, then this come, then this come. Go and get a job, bruh. I'm telling you. You will stay out of trouble at work. But don't go and get no job in your neighborhood, man. Go somewhere far out. Don't tell nobody you from Old Block or Tuckerville or fucking Suckerville, Johnnyville, whatever the fuck you from. You ain't got to tell everybody where you from, man. Just go in there and do your work, man. Bump you a female or something, man. Niggas be at work arguing. We putting belt ass to TYMB. Like, damn, bro. You niggas all the way in Wisconsin arguing about Tuckerville and TYMB. You crazy. You gotta be out your damn mind.
Yeah.
We here.
Oh my God. That's your baby. And he real sharp, baby. He remembered who my son was. And he say, my sister, baby daddy cried when your son died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is so good.
So what's some words of encouragement you would give him so he don't got to go down a wrong path, man?
Look, little brother just gonna stay out the way, get some money. That's really my words to him is stay out the way and get some money. Cause God got a plan for him for sure. Cause he ain't here for no reason. He ain't just survived that bullet for no reason. Yeah.
So what's something you would have told your younger self growing up out here in Champaign so you could have dodged the streets?
Shit. Stay in school or moving or something like that.
But you know, you just said it was hard to focus in school.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know everybody got their beefs everywhere, man. Everywhere got they beef, but man, certain places, bro, it shouldn't be no time for no shootings and shit. It's money in Champagne, bro. And then you got some niggas come from Chicago. They get it, they assist some niggas in killing some niggas. And now they in war forever down there, man. It be crazy, bro. But Champagne, yeah, it do be going crazy, bro. But when I'm out of town, bro, I like chilling, bro. I don't plan on using my Chicago pass, so I have to explain it to a nigga where I'm from, bro. Just leave me the fuck alone. I'ma leave y'all alone. I don't even talk to nobody when I go out of town, bro. Like there's no reason for me to even interact with you, for you to even think about harming me or something, you know. But yeah, these niggas they bounce back from Chicago, go down there, rob people, shoot people, and then Champaign a good town, man. It's a good place, man, to live. It's a college town, first of all, you know. But niggas just make it that way, bro. You ain't gotta be like that. Everybody want to, like they said, everybody want to be killers, bro. Everybody want to be known for the wrong shit.
School after all that happened to you, so why would you say stay in school still?
I ain't gonna lie, that's hard.
You get what I'm saying? Because staying in school, that's easier said than done when you got certain situations
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. That's a good ass
I hear
question.
a lot of people say they need a change of environment, but like I try to tell some of the shorties, like I can't move you away, but what we can do is change your hours in the day. Because if we get you a job, then that's 4 to 8 hours you working.
Hey, to everybody who think that it costs $1 million fucking dollars to move, it don't. It don't cost $1 million to move, man. Hey, it's a Greyhound in Champagne. It's an Amtrak in Champagne. Get your broke ass off your ass, go and work for a couple of weeks, and get on that train and go somewhere else. Go somewhere cheaper. But I'm tired of hearing motherfuckers talking about like, man, how I'ma move? How the fuck did you just flash $100,000 and you still in the hood? Motherfuckers just don't want to move, man. That's a motherfucking excuse, man. I done got on the bus in Chicago, downtown Chicago, and made it to Atlanta on the Greyhound. on everything. I made it to Minnesota on the Greyhound. I made it to fucking Seattle on the Greyhound. Motherfuckers just be scared to move out their environments. They don't want to go nowhere else because you might go somewhere else and get that belt put on you. You might go somewhere else and thinking in Chicago and get that motherfucking belt put on you. I had a lot of friends who got killed out of town, like a guy from Fifth Ward from THF Crack Block. We was out there chilling with him and shit. A nigga come out the crib in Minnesota and say, "Hey man, I don't care about nothing, bro. Hey, look, stop playing with my baby mama, man. Ooh, that's my baby mama. I ain't got to be in the crib with her talking to my homie from Fifth Ward." So before we left, we tell him, "Hey man, dude just told you leave his girl alone, man. He wasn't a kill for her. Jump in the car with us." He was like, "Man, I ain't worried about that nigga, man. That nigga woofing." On my mama, bro. We made it to 26 and 3rd. 26 and 3rd. If you from Minnesota, you know what I'm talking about. We made it to 26 and 3rd from like 38th and Thomas. And dude shot him in his face, man. On some real shit about a hoe. The girl ain't with him no more. The girl with my homie. But he told my homie straight up. He say, "Man, I don't care what you do, bro. Just leave my family alone, man. On everything. I love my wife. I love my girl," or whatever he told him. He thought the shit was sweet. I'm telling you, bro. Closed casket, my homie, bro. We in the church trying to figure out. Hey, we in the church trying to figure out why the casket closed. You hear me? Like, damn, why we can't see folks, man? Closed casket. They told us 100 times. You hear me? It's a closed casket, man. We still trying to figure it out. Like, damn, bro, he got closed casket, bro, for not leaving a nigga girl alone. Shit be crazy.
You gotta sleep 6 to 8 hours as well. If you're back in school, you're spending about 4 hours there. So you only got a couple hours for your lady. You know what I'm saying? So if you start moving different, you could duck all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to get y'all employed as well, because we don't want nobody blowing you down in the drive-through. You know, so it's like, you know, it's a tight fight, but it's definitely opportunity to get away from
it is. I ain't gonna lie.
going on.
I take a lot of motherfuckers. We need them opportunities for sure.
So
all the youth.
So
you remember when we went and sat down with the mayor?
Yeah.
Right. That door haven't closed. You know what I'm saying? Now he wasn't elected at the time. Now he is. So the resources still there. It's just how do you 16 now or 17? 17 now. Right. I can get you in with the apprenticeship program.
Dang, so you only 17, bro? Wow. And you've been going through grown man stuff like this already, bro. Like you.
Yeah, since 13.
Man, so what's the biggest battle you face right now?
Losing my people, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think about that every day. Jail. Death in jail, for real. Death in jail.
Dang.
That's all I really think about. I ain't really, but motherfucker really trying to just keep my head on, get to the money for real. Cause but that definitely do hit my thoughts. Phone them. I think about better than phone them than my TT and shit like that.
Yeah. So you know you mind explaining the recent situation where you got like, you know,
like what happened to me?
Yeah.
Shit, I got shot in my leg. Really too much to say.
Shot you where?
I got shot in my leg. Man, that ain't nothing.
But like, can you explain what else happened? Like, you know, a lady got hit that day, all types
yeah.
of
brother, man.
Yeah,
a lady died. I was in the drunk when that shit happened.
A lady died, man, brother died, shit. I ain't gonna lie, it's like, I don't know, bro. That shit got me speechless for real.
My name is Fenice, and my daughter is Denaja Dupree Staple. She was murdered on July 28, 2024. She just happened to be pulling up to a location where people were having a party, and there was people outside in the parking lot. As she walked up, a car pulled up with three guys. They got out shooting at an individual who was outside, and they hit her, and she was shot 3 times and died at the hospital. It's been a long road. It's been a little over a year, but it seems like it just happened yesterday. I'm still angry. I'm really not at a forgiving state at this moment, but I'm hoping to get there one day.
Say it again.
What's something you wish you could have done differently, even though, like, because innocent bystanders got hit up in that situation? Like, what's something you wish you could have done differently? Like, you know?
thing I can really say on that shit, not being out there.
For sure.
It's me and brother folk and them have not even being out there at all. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, I ain't saying that in no incriminating way or nothing like that. I'm just saying,
I'm already knowing, but that's all I can really say though. Us not.
If you had something better to do with your time.
No, we was in the trenches. We didn't have shit to do.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you had something better to do with your time, you wouldn't have been there.
No, we was not gonna be there at all. We wasn't doing nothing.
That's one of the biggest problems I see down here, because it's a lot for adults to do, but they don't really have nothing for the youth to do down here.
I don't know. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, I ain't gonna lie. It's real fucked up right here, bro. It's Champagne fucked up.
Dang.
It ain't really how it used to be though. It used to be different. Everybody used to be outside. Everybody used to be outside kicking it.
You don't see nobody out walking no more.
It look like death, like literally, like, you know what I'm saying?
If you do, they ready.
Nobody but us. It ain't no life.
Yeah, ain't nobody be out here.
You feel like, I gotta ask you this, you feel like people glorify the street life a little bit? Like, you think people glorify the street life like they enticed by it, they love it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, motherfuckers love this shit. Motherfuckers like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah. Who, me?
Yeah, do you like the streets?
No, I wish.
Okay, how y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you babies doing?
I wish I never even, I ain't gonna lie. I could have been a basketball player or something like that. But just my surroundings in the area and the environment I was in, I just chose a different way.
Yeah. I think I could have been somewhere doing decent right now with the hooping, but that shit.
That's what we trying to create with Deshaun Williams, myself, and some other organizations, other avenues, because it's hard for you to say I choose the right way when you ain't been exposed to nothing but what you're around every day. You know?
Right.
So,
absolutely.
We definitely trying to stay out the way. We don't be on no bullshit. We don't be cool and
trying to figure out a plan.
At the end of the day.
They get the fuck on.
You feel like you ever gave up a little bit? Be honest.
Gave up on what?
Like, just like doing other things.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, you probably feel a little bit of doubting yourself or something like that.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna.
You
shouldn't. Ain't no give. You shouldn't give up though. Even if you feel doubt, but you should have that motherfucker butting them on the side of you. They should have that motivation in your ear to like keep moving.
Tell all my kids that.
Hi, and I'm Sheena, Lashina, affectionately known to the world as Mama Duck. And I lost 2 of my kids to this senseless gun violence. July 17, 2017. My oldest son and my cousin were murdered at the same time. Before then, I lost their sister in a fire. She was 3. So in 2020, I lost Carlton, affectionately known to the world as FBG Duck. Senseless. That I want revenge? No. Because I couldn't imagine another mother in my shoes.
That was my thought process.
So it was like I wouldn't, not even on my worst enemy, inflict or knowingly want to inflict that type of pain on another mom. And I get you on the forgiving part. I felt that. But that is one of my grieving mechanisms, okay? And for a person who has forgiven everybody that was involved in the demise of my son, because I know I have 18 grandbabies to raise. I have 3 of my children, 8 of my grandkids without their siblings. So it's like, I gotta be there for them. And I can't be stuck.
Hey, you got to think about it, man. When the drill started, man, when Duck and them started with FBG and them and over there, and they started shooting and whatever, man, Duck and them was grown, bro. I keep telling y'all that. I keep telling y'all got to do the math, man. They say drill started in 2010, man, 2011, 2012. Just do the math. How old Duck was? How old Durk was, man. Them niggas was old enough to know not to do that shit, man, on their own, bro. It ain't no motherfucking parent fault after you 18, bro. You shouldn't have to tell no motherfucking 18-year-old to tie his shoes up and don't be doing dumb shit. You can't blame the parent. Once a nigga 17, 18, man, you ain't trying to hear your mama, bro. Unless you really respect your mama, bro. You ain't trying to hear the average, well, I ain't gonna say the average 18-year-old, 17-year-old, but man, these kids right now ain't trying to hear their parents, bro. At 13, they talking about they'll smack the shit out of adult, bro. Like, I mean, how much can you do? She done got 10 kids, man. How much can she do? She got Brick. She got sons that ain't in no gangs. She got two sons that ain't in no gangs or none of that, bro. She got two kids that grew up in the projects and everything, bro. Two sons that ain't in no gangs or none of that, bro. You don't never hear nothing about them. You don't hear about them. You probably hear that they Duck brothers now. One damn near could have went to the NBA. One of Sheena's sons. You don't hear about that though. Cause Brick and Duck, they overshadow, the good shit that could have happened to them.
I hate somebody knowing how God works. You understand me? And I pray. Because you don't forgive people for them. You got to do it for you. That's the only way. And your baby will want you to. Okay, but it's on your time, baby. That's just some words of encouragement. Because people don't know.
Hey, bro, Duck wasn't no motherfucking baby in no motherfucking 2010. Nigga, get out of here with that shit, man. Get off my page, man. Be real, bro. Be motherfucking real. Duck wasn't no motherfucking kid when the drill started. When the drill started, they was grown, man. Only one probably was 20 years old, was billionaire. The rest of them was 18, man. Lil J was 18, Duck was 18 doing the drill. Motherfucking Young, FBG Young probably was the only one that was a kid. Duck them way older than him. Duck them got him by like 6 years. On some real shit. They was old, bro. They wasn't no motherfucking kid. A kid is 13 years old to me, bro. 14 years old, that's a kid, man. Hey, 17 and you ain't no kid no more, man. 17 to 18, your ass ain't going to school. You ain't following no rules. You ain't no kid, nigga. On everything, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, bro. Y'all act like y'all ain't from the streets. You ain't no motherfucking kid, nigga. Where you from, the suburbs?
How much power it take to forgive somebody that wrongfully hurt you. And the more I forgive people, because I know how God works. And I just thank God for forgiving me for every sin that I've ever did, because I'm still a work in progress. It helps. You got to just deep down in your soul, like, I'm not trying to tell you how to process, but word from experience, forgiveness will get you through this storm. You don't want to hold that hate and resentment, because it will definitely leave you stuck. And even though my daughter at 14 died from a fire, she was only 3 years old. And I had twins. So when I'm still dealing with one who remembers, who, she's 15 now. She's doing good, got in therapy. Like, I don't want none of this stuff to stagnate her growth because she want to play for the WNBA. So I'm trying to teach her to use this tragedy and triumph from it. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? This baby just sparked something in me because when I think about how my son was laid out on the ground for 17 minutes, and because of his image, they allowed him to die. Got his autopsy, none of the injuries, 17 bullets, neck came out his ear, shot his finger off. Like, he sustained all that trauma and still had life in him. And they ignored it. So it's like they wanted him to die. He didn't die quick enough for them. You see what I'm saying? All because of her image.
And I had to tell you, and so I was on the other side of this situation from you guys when I was 18.
On the other side too.
When I was 18, I ended up catching a murder, but it was, rude self-defense. Self-defense, and I was kind of trapped in that mindset for the years after, until the family forgave me. I didn't know I needed that, but when they forgave me, it was like something was lifted off of me to where I was able to make the decision to do better, do different, and that's what helped me to start the change in my life. Yeah, forgiveness is everything, and they feel better. I feel better. Everybody was healed in that situation. I know, they still think about a young man, and I even think about him. I used to call one of the cousins and ask him, like, man, did he have kids? And so I wanted to try to help provide. But then when they told me he didn't have kids, it hurt even more because I was raising my kids and he didn't have an opportunity to even have any. So, either way it go, it was still hurtful, but forgiveness was definitely the healing process.
Wow. And it's fresh.
And with me, I just feel my baby had so much joy and promise. She wasn't in the streets. She just graduated from high school. And I mean, she just wanted to be an 18-year-old and have fun. I mean, she was going to school to be a nurse. She was about to go to college. She was 18 all of a couple months before she was taken. It's just so hard because these people aren't remorseful. They don't have the murderers that killed my child.
They haven't caught them?
They have one boy in custody who pled guilty to 25 years for 2 murders. And it's like, in the case of, she ain't high profile. They don't care.
They don't talk about it. See, that's what I'm saying, man. They just let motherfuckers take out people, bro, and then niggas just going up in there. If you 16, 17, 25 years, I'm gonna be right back out. Like, they need to sock it to their ass, man. Can't just be around here, this bitch killing people because you and your feelings, man. I can see if a motherfucker did something to you, but most of the people who out here killing, they family ain't never been touched. They killed the motherfucker off their friend, and they know their friend was out here doing bullshit. I used to tell all my homies, bro, hey, don't be on no bullshit, bro, and thinking the nigga gonna be sliding because you on some dumb shit, bro. Like, I ain't never been like that in the street, bro. I ain't finna be sliding, and you done took an AirPod from a nigga. You done took a nigga cell phone, and now the nigga shooting at us, and you think a nigga about to be slide like hell no. On some real shit, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to a motherfucker and be like, I'ma ride with you right or wrong and none of that. Hell no, nigga. You took an iPad from a nigga. Ain't no motherfucker finna be dodging no bullets over no iPad, nigga. Get that motherfucking iPad back.
Or the cameraman, you rob a cameraman to rob him. Get that cameraman his camera back. On some real shit. I ain't never been with no robbing no cameraman or none of that shit. That's preying on the weak. Get that shit back, man. It's gonna make us look bad. You robbing a nigga who you know ain't no gang member. Fuck out of here. Yeah, this shit sad though, man. Hey, shout out to Mama Duck. Y'all want to finish watching it, or y'all want to go on to the family, man? Cause I really want to watch the guy in South Carolina, man. I thought it was a white person who did the shooting. I wake up in the morning, they got a black suspect, man. Niggas shooting up proms and homecomings and shit, man. The black community, bro. The black community, man. I don't know what's wrong with us, bro. We gonna just wipe each other out for nothing. For nothing. Just to say we did the shit, bro. Niggas act like they getting awards for this shit. Niggas act like they getting awards for killing each other, bro. Like we getting trophies at the end of the year. And for shooting 3 people in their head and shooting 2 people in their arm, Lil Ray from Trip Street. You know, like, come on, man. You ain't getting no motherfucking award, bro. Then you going on the internet saying that you did it. For the police can get your dumb ass. All right, so how many people said, yeah, don't, just some bully type shit. Click the lures out, the family. All right, man. All right, so look, since I got 2 people who commented, I'll go a little bit with Mama Duck and then we'll go to the family because I do want to see about the boy who killed the people in South Carolina, man. Shit was foul, man.
But see, that's another thing. Right now to this day, it's been 5 years since my son been gone. And because of my voice, it's like he just left here yesterday. Like, we have to be the voice. We have to get the justice. We have to be the voice for the unspoken, y'all. And it takes a lot of courage. And it takes a lot of strength to want to do. It's exhausting. It's tiresome. It's like, but you just pray God give you the strength. Especially you just said all that beautiful stuff about your child, baby. That shouldn't go unnoticed. When you speak of her, you speak that. We don't want to too much talk about the tragedy. We want to speak the life that our babies had. You know, it hurt. I feel it, and that's why I feel like the politicians and everybody that can help us, mothers, because they make everything so accessible for these babies to get to. So it don't just start with us. We're just the puppets, and they're the puppet masters. They're using us to, and I was just saying that in the documentary, like these babies want better. You know what I'm saying? They want to do better, but some of them are just have no other choice. They doing it for clout. They doing it for a name. It's senseless. It's senseless.
I understand what y'all going through right now, you know, so I can't never tell you do right, come away from this if we don't have something to replace it. So that's my goal, to create something that'll be.
All right, y'all, we finna go on to the family, but I just want to say this, man. I hate when motherfuckers make excuses, man. We ain't gotta hire shit to replace your motherfucking evil thoughts, man. Go and get your ass a job, man. It's called a motherfucking application. You can go to a temp service, or you can go to any motherfucking restaurant, or you can say fuck that and get on some motherfucking Albert Einstein and build your own shit. Make your own business. Find your own way. Get on TikTok. Get on Twitch. Get on motherfucking YouTube. It's a million ways to get motherfucking money, man. Ain't nobody got to give y'all grown ass shit or replace shit for you. Go and get your own shit, man. If you want better for yourself, then if you want better and you gonna do better, you a motherfucker do it yourself. Ain't no motherfucker got to give y'all shit. Motherfuckers always talking about the white man this, the white man that, the white man this. But then asking the white man, the same man that you talking about always on bullshit, you need a grant. You need a loan. You need this. You need that. All that shit coming from the government, man. A white man. The man that you hate. That's why I don't be trying to get into them conversations with motherfuckers. Because you hate the motherfucker who you talking about you hate, you asking for a loan. That's why I don't hate nobody. I don't hate no race, no none of that, man. Everybody got fucked up problems, every race. When that guy Charlie Kirk got killed, I said it wasn't no black person, it was a white person. Hey, they kill their own people, and so do we. All right, y'all, smash that like button for me one time. Shout out to everybody on here. Fat Cat, you got a job, Trenches. I'm finna block your goof ass on everything. And your cat ain't fat, nigga. She goof ass out of here. Talking about, do I got a job? Is your mama name Mary?
A way out for y'all, other than the norms, rapping the bad.
Order anything to manage everything. With Granger's endless product options, you can work smarter, not harder.
He wins when the family feels.
Damn, niggas got switches on this bitch. Fuck. Damn. Oh my god. Oh.
There's so many of my records. This make no sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Up here.
Out of detention, and as many prayers as possible. In this video, we're not going too far from Alabama, a place we just covered not even a week ago, after that tragic mass shooting that followed the homecoming game. But this time, we crossing the state line into Mississippi. And I ain't talking about one homecoming, not two, not even three, but four. I'm talking about multiple homecomings, all tied to black schools, HBCUs, high schools, and a tight-knit community where everybody knows.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You little niggas lame as hell, bro. Y'all shooting up high schools, bro. Like, y'all shooting up proms and homecomings and shit. Like, this shit can't be real, man. Hey, bro, after the football game, like, that's just crazy, bro. After the football game, man, the next day homecoming, man. Y'all shooting up homecomings and shit. Like, y'all, they're like, it's just some people just evil, bro. Like, hey, look, who the fuck are you looking for at a homecoming that you need to take a Draco to shoot them? Why you just didn't take a little packer? If it's one motherfucker, right? Y'all some cowards, man. Y'all young niggas some cowards, man. Nationwide. Y'all young niggas some cowards nationwide, bro. Not all you young niggas. A lot of you young niggas, man, y'all hustling, smart and everything. I'm talking about the goofy. The nationwide is on your side ass niggas. On everything. If you will shoot at a homecoming, a pool party, or anything, bro, like you a lame to me.
Everybody. We're gonna visit some small Mississippi towns where love still lives and neighbors still wave, and where crime usually don't make the front page. Family, break my heart to know in the last 24 hours, 9 people gone, over 2,000 shots reportedly fired, and more than 20 others were hit. 3 separate scenes, all connected by one thing. Celebration turned to chaos. Now, when I first heard about it, I thought it was one isolated situation. Then another report came in, and another one after that. So I waited a full 24 hours before coming here, because I wanted to bring you everything I could possibly find at once, with facts only. So as always, in this video we paying our respects. Today we speak from the heart, because we're supposed to be time of joy, pride, and unity turned into tragedy and heartbreak. We're talking about high school students, young adults, and families just out trying to enjoy their homecoming weekend. Authorities say one person of interest is already in custody. We'll go over who that is, what's public, and what we know so far. But let's try to remember this, fam. When we cover these stories, it's not to point fingers or place blame. It's to bring awareness, to spark conversation, and to remind us what's really going on in our communities. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. This past Friday, several Friday night shootings in Mississippi at high school homecoming celebrations left multiple people dead and injured. The first shooting happened in Leland. It occurred on Main Street where 16 people were shot, leaving at least 4 dead after school's homecoming game. And before we go over the details, I want to briefly talk about each place we're going to visit in Mississippi. As mentioned, it's relatively small as far as the community. Now, Leland, Mississippi is located in Washington County, Mississippi, part of the Mississippi Delta region. It's about 10 miles east of Greenville, or roughly 2 hours from Jackson. It sits right along US Highway 82 and have a population of around 4,000 residents, majority African American. Home of Leland High School and Leland Elementary, both serving as community anchors. The town celebrates local football and marching band culture. Friday nights are big community events, and this past Friday was Leland High School homecoming. After winning the game, people went out to celebrate. Shortly past midnight, gunfire erupted, leaving 4 people DOA on the scene. Over 10 people were shot. 2 later died at the hospital. The Washington County Coroner's Office later identified the victims as LaQuisha Washington Johnson, 41, Calvin Plank, 19, Chappelle, 25, Caitlin Johnson, 18, Amos Brentley, 18, Jamichael Jones, 34. May all 6 victims rest in peace and level condolences to their families. Concerned citizens nearby have recorded the aftermath. Check it out.
Damn! Oh, shit. Get down. Damn, niggas got switches in the... Oh my god. Oh shit.
This shit crazy. This shit's so crazy. There's 3 bodies right here. Shot. Leland homecoming. 3 bodies. The girl was talking. And she was like, "Son, help me." I come back. Walk past. Come back. They threw a white motherfucking sheet over her and say, "She gone." 2 other bodies. Bodies down there. Come on, man. We gotta do better, man. Shit, man. Leland homecoming, man. Switches and all that shit, man. Stupid shit. Yeah,
Man, this shit crazy, bro. I really be hating this shit, man. Cause when you dig deep about like why these niggas shooting up crowds and shit, like even with the Mellow Buck situation, 18 people got shot. 18 people's lives changed forever. Some people can't even walk. They ain't part of the 4 people who died, but shit, imagine you can't walk no more. Shit, when you can't walk no more, man, it's over with for you. Unless you got some family members that's down, that's gonna ride or die, they loved you before that, and they gonna love you then. Other than that, bro, you on your own. You think the gang members ain't seen you nothing in jail, being in a wheelchair like you in prison and everything, man. And nobody showing you love. It's even worse.
somebody's kid ain't coming home yet. Bodies laying out.
going live and shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, y'all. Hey, could you tell stop going live? This is right here, that phone, man. We don't need none of that. Don't do that. Who's taking one live? Don't do that. Don't.
Folks gathered on Main Street in Leland to celebrate and have a good time after homecoming. But the night took a tragic turn after multiple people were killed and injured.
We never expected what happened last night to go on. Leland is supposed to be the place where everybody, other people can come to have fun.
From shoes left behind, shattered glass, shell casings, and a car riddled with bullet holes, to firefighters spraying blood off the ground. This was the aftermath of the mass shooting in Leland that left 6 people dead and 16 others injured.
Oh, man. Oh, it's just sadness, mainly sadness. Sad for the families that lost loved ones.
The shooting happened in downtown Leland after Leland High School's homecoming.
When you hear about people just shooting in a crowd, were they really talking to anybody, or did they just come here just to wreak havoc?
The Washington County coroner identified the victims as 41-year-old Orishama Johnson, 19-year-old Kevin Plant, 25-year-old Shelbyana Powell, 18-year-old Kathleen Johnson, 18-year-old Amos Bankley, and 34-year-old Jermichael Jones. Some of the victims died at trauma centers in Memphis and Jackson. Leland School District Superintendent Jesse King said the murders hit especially hard since his school district worked so hard to keep the violence out of that night's homecoming game.
It is very disturbing. It is disappointing. It is very upsetting. People should have a right to come home and enjoy themselves.
Leland city leaders, the FBI, ATF, and Washington County Sheriff's Department didn't have much to say about a suspect, except to say he remained on the run until Saturday night.
Ask the public to recognize that they have a role in this investigation. You will have seen something, you may have heard something, or know someone who did. We ask you to share that information.
And while investigators work to find their suspect, community members are calling for an end to the violence.
If you want to pick up a gun and go shoot, join the army.
Wow, join the army if you want to go shoot.
Our city don't belong to you. Even though I'm a resident of Leland, I've been in Leland my whole life. This is not my city. So I can't go around being a vigilante and just shooting at people.
And she said this incident has shattered the peace of this small town, forcing many to wonder if there's any place safe anymore. In Leland.
Now, authorities said no immediate arrests were made, and they did not identify any suspects, with the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation assisting in the investigation. The second shooting also happened at South Delta High School in Rolling Fork, about 200 miles southeast of Heidelberg, a town of 640 people. 2 were killed in the shooting on the Heidelberg High School campus during the Oilers homecoming football game on Friday night. Police Chief Colonel White reported that the victims were killed on school grounds, but the details about whether they were students remain undisclosed. An 18-year-old Tyler Gerard Goodlow was arrested as a person of interest in the Heidelberg case, with Jasper County Sheriff's Office confirming his custody without incident. Further west in Sharkey County, South Delta High School had a homecoming football game at Rolling Fork when suddenly gunshots had ringed out.
Hey, man. Hey, we gotta stand up, man. All the niggas who ain't in the gang, or who acting like you in the gang or whatever, man, or you retired from the gang. Hey, everybody needs to stand up against these little niggas, man. On some real shit, bro. They come around unarmed. Everybody don't need to have a gun, bro. These niggas shooting up homecomings while it's the football game going on. I hope y'all bitch ass niggas, I hope y'all get caught. First of all, I hope you get caught, all you motherfuckers who did it. Or who was there, who drove the car, who was in the car, even if you ain't even hopped out. You need to go to jail. Y'all shooting up a football game, bro. My grandma could have been there. My auntie could have been there. I got family in Mississippi. I don't know where they was, but shit, it could have been somewhere. I don't know if they're in Leland. But that's crazy, man. To shoot up a fucking high school, bro, while it's a game going on, it's crazy. That's them drugs, man. That ain't shit but them drugs they own, man. Niggas crackheads. They mad. They broke. All their homies dead and broke. And now they want to go and kill some innocent people. What, the football team game, man? And he's shooting at the quarterback. The damn referee damn near got shot. Like, come on, man. The referee ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Well, the rap do be fucking motherfuckers' mamas and shit, so you know that could lead to a death trap. I can't wait till they get them bloodhounds. Like, so hey, look, they need to let me take over the lifers. In order to come out your cell every day, you got to make a motherfucking 2-hour video to the kids, and you got to sing ABCs to the kids before you come out your cell, bitch ass nigga.
Now, according to the sheriff, it was at least 2 gunshot victims. One was identified as Quindale Wise. Wise was discovered with 2 gunshot wounds laying on the ground outside the football stadium. The victim was transported to a nearby hospital, where it's reported that Wise is in stable condition, thank God. It was also mentioned that 2 suspects in connection with the shooting were arrested on Saturday. The suspects was identified as Justin Pam and Michael Miles Jr. The motive behind the shooting is currently unknown. But also on that same night, that high school had another homecoming event where 2 people were also shot and killed. One of the victims was found on the school's baseball field, while another died in the tailgating area near the bleachers. And according to Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves, one of the victims was an expectant mother. But then the violence extended into Saturday with additional shootings tied to university homecomings at Alcorn State University in Lowman. Gunfire broke out at around 6:30 p.m. near Industrial Technology Building at Jack's Grocery Store during the school's homecoming celebration. One person, 29-year-old Barika Fisher, a mother of young children, was killed, and 2 others were injured but expected to recover. May she rest in peace and love and condolences to her family.
Across Mississippi, those incidents taking place in Rolling Fork and Heidelberg, with the deadliest happening in Leland, each happening at or near high school football festivities. Now this afternoon, the mayor of Leland, members of local law enforcement, ATF, and MBI and the FBI were present to discuss the mass shooting that occurred Friday night. 6 people are confirmed to have died. 4 of them died on the scene, and 2 more succumbed to their injuries later. Now 10 others are currently being treated at the hospital. Officials have not found the suspect or suspects, and they're asking for the public's help in bringing the shooters or shooters to justice.
We ask the public to recognize that they have a role in this investigation. You will have seen something, you may have heard something, or know someone who did. We ask you to share that information. Speak up, share, give us that opportunity to get these subjects off the street and bring peace and tranquility to the community.
Now, as you just heard, this is an ongoing investigation, and officials are asking for your help. If you have any information on the shooting, you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI or go to tips.fbi/gov, or you can call 378-TIPS.
You know what they say. You get out, what you put in. I'm too.
News, more shootings happening across the state. This one in Rolling Fork at South Delta High School. Right now, we know that 2 people have died or have been arrested after gunfire broke out at a high school football game last night. The motive behind the shooting is unknown, and it's unclear if anyone was injured. We've reached out to the Sharkey County Sheriff's Office for more information, and we're still waiting to hear back. And that 3rd shooting happening at Heidelberg High School's homecoming football game last night, leaving 2 dead and at least 1 other injured. The Jasper County Sheriff's Department says 18-year-old Tyler Jared Goodlow is now in custody as a person of interest for those crimes. He was taken into custody without incident just south of Bay Springs. Police have not identified the shooting victims at this time. And Governor Tate Reeves making a statement after providing an update on last night's shootings, saying our state is praying for the victims and their families, as well as the entire Heidelberg and Leland communities. Those responsible will be brought to justice.
Now in Jackson, a separate shooting occurred near the tailgate area of Jackson State University Stadium during their homecoming game on Saturday. Police Chief Tyree Jones reported that an 11-year-old child was shot in the stomach and transported to the University of Mississippi Medical Center, where he's now in stable condition, thank God. There was also video floating around on social media of multiple cars being lit on fire in the tailgate area.
It started at one car, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Mississippi, y'all out of hand down there. Y'all cutting the fuck up, man. Niggas down there shooting up school. What happened to the KKK? Y'all ain't into it with the KKK no more? The Grand Wizards? Y'all ain't into it with them no more? Oh shit! I guess when you done with your ops, huh? Yeah, hey, the KKK say they don't need to kill people no more, man. They say they just sit back and watch it and watch it and watch motherfuckers destroy each other. We ain't gotta kill them. We ain't gotta hate them. They gonna kill each other. We ain't gotta do it. It's in their mind that we still fucking with them. Hey, a nigga got balls to shoot up a homecoming or a school, bro, a period, bro. Like you got balls. I know you was born with balls if you a male, especially, but I'm just saying you got some real balls, bro. Like that's another case. You in Mississippi, first of all. Ever since I seen life, I tell, hey, even if we driving past, like when Nene driving, like we go around Mississippi. We ain't going through Mississippi or none of that. Just off me seeing life with Eddie and Martin. Like I don't want to stop and help nobody or none of that. Just off that movie, for real. Just off that movie, man. When I seen Martin kneel over that dude and try to help him, and then white people came out and said that they did the shit. It's been a bumpy ride for Martin and Eddie, man. Yeah, since then. They done tried to escape 3 times. All type of shit, man. Niggas ask them, do you want your cornbread? I ain't trying to go through that shit. Hey, Trenches News, you want your cornbread? Yeah, I want my cornbread, motherfucker. Hell no. Yeah, what happened to the KKK, man? Mississippi down there shooting up schools and shit, the shorties, man. And then you in a town of 4,000 people. Like, you don't think you finna get caught? I can see you in Chicago and you shoot up a homecoming. You got a better chance of getting away. They gotta track your car down. They gotta look through millions of people, first of all. But 4,000 people, bro, you ain't hard, bro. You ain't gonna be hard to find, bro. You ain't gonna be hard to find, man. 4,000 people in a whole city, the whole town, whatever you want to call it. Your ass getting caught, man. You getting caught, especially if they got cameras. Yeah, motherfucker got a ring camera or something like that. You getting caught. Yeah, and a black town, bro. I can tell you one thing, man. Our ancestors, people be talking about we need to get paid for them being slaves and shit, man. They fucking sad. They sick at us, bro. They don't care about no motherfucking money that y'all thinking about, talking about getting and they owe. They don't, man, look, they died for this shit, bro. They died for us to be able to go to schools with these people. You know what I'm talking about? Hoping that one day we integrate with them, you know what I'm talking about, and be as one with them, you know? And when I was going to school, what Martin Luther King's dream was, shit, I was living it. I don't know if Martin Luther King was living it, but I was living Martin Luther King's dream. No bullshit. When I was in 8th grade in high school, bro, I was living his dream, man. Black and whites was together. We was smoking weed together. We was doing basketball, football. I was going to their house on jet skis and shit. I was going back to the project showing my friends now. They like, man, how you get pictures with them? Say, man, the white people got they got cameras and shit, man. Shit, what the fuck? On everything. That was the first time my homie them from the project seen a nigga in pictures on jet skis. They couldn't believe it. They say, man, how you get on the boat? Man, my friends from high school, man, my friends. Shit. They freshmen with me. So I was living out his dream, man. Shit, they was friends. I only ran into one racist problem where the white people chased us. And I think they was on some trying to see if we was gonna get scared. You know, at first we was running. But then after a while, we like, fuck that. Everybody grab a brick. It's 7 of us. We got to throwing bricks and shit at they shit, and then they busted you in. We ain't never seen these people again. And that was in Des Plaines, Illinois. So that was the only encounter that I ever had of racist or, you know, somebody saying nigger or anything of that matter. Cause I got white friends and they never use nigger around me or none of that. But I'm pretty sure that they listen to this music. And you ain't got no, if you listen to Young Boy or whoever, Tupac, they say nigga, man. Like, who we supposed to go around whooping everybody ass who say nigga? Man, we gonna be in, that's a whole nother war. Hey man, watch your mouth. You saying nigga. But he listening to Tupac in his rap, or he listening to Jay-Z, or he listening to one of these motherfuckers who basically gave him the green light. Hey, buy my album. He brought his album shit. You gave him the green light. Now I'm supposed to risk my freedom to go and tell a nigga to stop saying nigga. But he done brought your album for 1999, the deluxe. Like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't finna be around here questioning no white people. Hey, you saying nigga? You listening to your motherfucking music? You said shit. You got to pass shit. You know, I ain't finna be chasing you around town shit with no hammers and shit. Talking about some. When we catch you, what's up? No, you ain't gotta worry about that with me. You listening to Tupac and he said, nigga, hey, he said it. Like, I hate people like them. Like, even Tupac. Like, he talk against the white people, bro, but you got them saying this shit. You got them rapping about this shit. You hear me? Like, these the people that be in the front row. Fuck the back row and the nosebleed. These people be waiting at airports going crazy. You hear me? They waiting at airports like Tupac and them, the Beatles, the white people. We ain't waiting at no motherfucking airport for Tupac. We'll catch his ass at Denny's when he get home, goddamn it, and finish getting high. Or we'll catch Tupac at IHOP, goddamn it. He gotta come and get a Vice Lord burger from, you know what I'm talking about? We black people, so we know where you finna go. He finna go and get that greasy ass pizza from Italian Fiesta. We gonna catch him there. Man, we ain't finna go wait at no motherfucking airport or none of that. Man, we got guns and drugs on. That's a federal case. You know, that's the first thing niggas gonna think. Hey man, let's go to the airport, man. Tupac showing up. Hell no, we got guns and drugs. That's a federal case. Shit, the white people, the Chinese, the Mexicans, they going to the airports and hanging out and crying and shit. We ain't doing none of that. Boss Dine say not the Vice Lord burger. Yeah. You know, finesse 2 times. He talking about he was in Chicago and had the Vice Lord burger. I say, man, we motherfuckers been, you know, I'm talking about eating that. My daddy called that shit the Vice Lord burger and shit. You know. But it ain't shit but lamb on your hamburger, man. It ain't shit but gyro meat on your hamburger, man. That's all. But that's 2 times getting a little bit too comfortable too with the Chicago shit. Now I don't care about no game banging, man. It's just that you just gotta watch out what you say, man. Like, I wouldn't be dropping nobody sets. Like Trenchard News, I could say fuck the GDs and the BDs and the Stones and the Vice. I could say fuck all of them. I ain't worried about nobody doing shit to me. Cause my family them in the gang, and I always ask them, man, what you get out of claiming that shit? They be like, what you mean? What you get out of saying on King David and on Stone? What type of promotion payment are you getting? Because I get paid to promote and shit like that. That's why I'm asking them. And they be like, man, you right, cuz we ain't getting nothing. Y'all just walking around promoting this shit. Y'all ain't got a dollar off this shit, man. It's time for niggas to go and get a job, man. Say, honey, come home. Oh, he'll be back in jail in 2 weeks. That nigga ain't gonna be out of jail too long, man. That nigga lost his grandparents, man. He motherfucking on one. He soon when he get out the county, he fuck my ops. I say, yeah, he going back. He going right back. All right, let me go to the South Carolina. Wait, I thought that was in South Carolina, Nene. Wasn't the shooting in South Carolina? What the fuck you say Mississippi for? He had like 5 stories in one. Hold on. Mass shoot, South Carolina. Yeah, we just be killing each other for no motherfucking reason, man. Ain't no way in the hell, bro. I finna go in, if a nigga was to call me when I was in the streets and say, man, let's go and shoot up the bar, the niggas there. Hell no, nigga. We gonna follow them. We gonna follow them until they park that motherfucker or something, bro. Like, we ain't never finna go out like that. Like, we ain't finna go out like that. Uh-uh. We ain't shooting up no libraries or none of that. The feds coming. Certain shit you shoot, the feds coming. Literally in Chicago, hey, no bullshit. Our OGs, they used to tell us, don't shoot shit across 12th Street. Don't shoot shit across 12th Street. So once you go across 12th Street going towards downtown, it's off limits, bro. The feds investigate on everything. You gotta shoot shit. Like it's just that, man. It's like it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. For arrest made connection with mass shooting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so it was 4 people arrested. That's what I was talking. So that's the one that we just watched. Yeah, he showed us like the 18 murders. Goddamn it, 4 arrested. Huh? 5 arrested. Damn. Oh, they caught the motherfuckers, y'all. Hold on. Shout out Nene. 5 arrested. 5. Oh, wait. Shit'll pop up right here. Georgia jealous, arrested and accused. No, not no contraband. 5 arrested. I know how to spell that, motherfucker.
Some breaking news right now. The FBI says 4 arrests have been made after that deadly shooting over the weekend in Leland, Mississippi. The shooting killed 4 people and left 12 others injured Saturday morning as the town was celebrating a homecoming game. The FBI says 3 of those arrested face capital murder charges. A 4th suspect faces attempted murder charges. Federal officials say additional arrests are pending as their investigation continues.
We thank you for watching and remember
Fifth suspect has been arrested in connection to the deadly mass shooting in Leland over the weekend. 6 people were killed, more than a dozen injured. The FBI confirms that Terror Journal Martin is the latest to be taken into custody. He's being held on a $1 million cash bond. Morgan Lattimore, Tavion Powell, William Bryant, and Martin are all charged with capital murder. LaToya Powell faces a charge of attempted murder. Investigators say the violence began with a disagreement before gunfire erupted. Stay with 16 WAPT News for more developments in this case.
We are learning more about a shooting that killed 2 people at a Heidelberg High School football game Friday. More arrests have been made. 12 News, Brandon Rains joining us live now from Heidelberg's police department. Brandon, people there in Heidelberg must be pretty shaken up after this.
Yeah, people who live here in Heidelberg tell me that this type of crime just does not happen here in their small town. They're very upset and in disbelief that anything like this would ever happen, but they are glad someone is being held accountable. More arrests have been made in connection to a deadly shooting at Heidelberg High's homecoming game Friday night. 19-year-old Demarion Starks was arrested Monday morning. He is charged with accessory after the fact and tampering with evidence. Jasper County Sheriff Randy Johnson tells us a minor was also arrested Monday for tampering with evidence, and 2 to 3 more arrests are expected. Residents of Heidelberg say this shooting has left them in shock.
Everybody been so spaced off. It's been mighty slow, and it's been quiet. You know, the atmosphere is like really sad around here. So has nobody really been out today, you know, or really talking about it and stuff. Everybody just been down, you know, trying to figure out what happened and why it happened.
18-year-old Tyler Goodlow was arrested Saturday and charged with 2 counts of capital murder for killing 35-year-old Chris Newell and 28-year-old Micaiah McCrae, who is said to have been pregnant. Both were from Laurel.
It's kind of sad to me because I'm a mother, and I could just imagine that somebody else's kids, you know, living out there without a mother. So it's like I say, it's just sad. It's very sad. You know, you would never think that something would happen in a small town of Heidelberg like this. You know, so now everybody just got to come together and we just got to pray and see, you know, see what's going on.
Chaos caught on camera first tonight. New video shows the intense moment as gunshots rang out in downtown Leland, killing 6 and hurting more than a dozen. This incident is the deadliest mass shooting in America this year. The woman who shot this video took cover in the trunk of her car. Tonight, the FBI is searching for 3 more suspects as we learn more about those already in custody. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Troy Johnson. Megan West is off tonight. The FBI put out new images of those 2 suspects in the mass shooting, and they need your help finding them. The FBI says that these 3 people, 2 women and a man, I should say, are now wanted. These are pictures provided to us just moments ago from the FBI. None of the people in the pictures have been identified. The FBI wants you to call them if you know who they are. 5 people have been already arrested. New tonight, we have learned a connection between 2 of them and one of the victims. Tavion and LaToya Powell are aunt and nephew. We are told one of the victims killed, Shalobian Powell, is LaToya's niece. All are charged with capital murder except LaToya Powell, who's charged with attempted murder. People in Leland aren't sure if the suspects are from their town. They just want justice.
I don't want to speak too much on it. Because like I say, for the most part, I left before it really went down. But the main thing for me is accountability.
The Leland shooting was one of 5 shootings over the weekend. In total, 10 people were killed. Dozens more were hurt. There are also shootings in Lorman, Heidelberg, Rolling Fork, and Jackson, all of them after a homecoming celebration. That has prompted new calls for safety and changes to tailgating. 16 WAPT's Brooklyn Joyner is looking into those changes. She joins us live from Jackson tonight. Brooklyn, what have you learned?
Troy, in response to these shootings, high school campuses are saying that they would rather be safe
than sorry. A few of them canceled their tailgating activities to avoid gun violence altogether. Tuesday, more details released of what is being labeled as the deadliest shooting in the country this year. 6 people died during a homecoming celebration in Leland on Saturday, at least a dozen others injured. Shirlea Davenport caught video of the gunshots while hiding.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy as hell. Motherfuckers shooting up homecomings, man. That's crazy. I think a little boy got killed out in Chicago at a homecoming after a football game like last year. I don't think they saw this shit. Chicago man fined $130 by ICE agents for not carrying identification. Hey, ICE, get him, ICE. Get him, ICE. The motherfucker.
Thursday Night Football on Prime.
It's on.
Listen to me, man. You support ICE, man. I
This
don't
week,
give a
it's
fuck.
an old
Didn't
school
want
rivalry.
nobody marching
The
when I was
Pittsburgh
in jail.
Steelers.
Rubén, generalmente tú estás en este vecindario y estás en esta esquina, ¿por qué?
Porque yo vengo a ayudarle al señor de los tamales, a limpiar aquí el parcadero, y a él me da mi tamalito, me da mi atolito.
Rubén Antonio Cruz, de 60 años y originario de El Salvador, asegura estaba sentado con su amigo sobre la Clark y Lunt cuando, según relata,
Mi teléfono, vamos a mi casa, Dios.
Welcome to America, motherfucker. On everything. You know how many stores we done went in and came out and had a ticket on our windshield, motherfucker? Welcome to America. Motherfucker complaining. How the fuck he make the news for a ticket? I should have been had it. I should have been made the news. You know how many motherfucking tickets and 30-day notices that I done had on my apartment when I done came back from the house? I supposed to been made the news, man. The fuck the news waited on? They doing this bullshit. He got $130 ticket. So motherfucking what, nigga? Up some pesos, motherfucker. On everything. Go get the fuck out of our country, man. We ain't playing with them, man. I done been to jail and ain't nobody marched for Trenches News, so I don't want to hear that shit. I know a lot of niggas who been in jail. I ain't never seen no motherfucker say, oh yeah, let's go on right about the county. Let's go on right about the county. They got Trenches News for a cigarette. Get the fuck out of here. When I was in there for a cigarette, I ain't see no Mexicans marching for me. ICE grabbed me off the motherfucking red line that day. Now they want us to be hurt. They grabbing up the Mexicans. That's for hell no. My friends legal, so shit. They be over here for free. I went to school with all my friends. They been legal. They was born over here. You know, if you ain't supposed to be over here, man, there's rules to the road, brother. It's just like driving. You ain't got your license, you gonna get a ticket for not having driver's license, man. They brought these motherfuckers over here and placed them in the neighborhoods, man. They should never came over here, brother. Our city already fucked up. They talking about the land of the free. Start giving us some motherfucking money. Let us get 7 years of no taxes. Every American citizen should get the same 7 years of no taxes as these motherfuckers. That'd be cool, won't it? If Donald Trump say every American, no taxes for the next 7 years. That'd be cool, won't it? That'd be too much like right though. Donald ain't doing that. Donald might do it though. They pissed down the wall. He gonna open the floodgates again. Let me see what else going on. Yeah. Did you bring the what's the name? It could stay in a minute though. That's all they got. Let me go worldwide news real quick. What's been going on in DC, man? The crime still down? Or DC back at it now? Hold on. Damn.
Take a look. Surveillance cameras inside this East Atlanta Burger King rolling as chaos erupted. It's Friday, October 10th, 7:50 p.m. The two suspects walk in. No audio, but you can see the woman in the blue. It reads Hood Rich on her sweatshirt. Immediately has her hand up in the air and her lips are moving. She leans over the counter and police say spits on the employee. She backs up and does it again. Seconds later, you see an employee walk into the frame behind the counter. You can see the confrontation, and for a split second, audio pops up.
Damn, she popped her.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling a vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have it. Make every detail yours. Bring out what's hot. Remove what's not. Crystallize it. Instantly set a tone that speaks in your voice to your audience. Keep moving. Your site grows with you. Add solutions that meet you where you are and take you where you want to go. Smooth to make, easy to love.
Well, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Give me your 4 best Mount Rushmore Chicago rappers.
I ain't gonna include myself though.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Sosa, Juice WRLD, Ye, and I'm gonna do Smirk. And I could like explain it. I didn't really include myself because I don't really like including myself with
Right.
shit like that. Even though I do feel like I'm on a lot of
Right.
people's Mount Rushmore, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about me personally, like, and that got to do with like influence and what you did
Right.
for the music and like the music industry
Right.
coming out of Chicago.
Okay.
So it's like gotta go Juice WRLD because he did something phenomenal that nobody really ever did for real. And then Sosa because just like the impact that he had on us in Chicago and the world and so
Right.
young doing it. Like Sosa's still one of my favorite artists still, regardless, you know what I'm saying? Then Ye, that's an undeniable answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Smirk is just what I admire the most about Durk is he always been like me watching from the very beginning, he always been somebody that like through all the adversity of any trials and tribulations, he always been able to like overcome that shit and reinvent himself. Like I've seen him reinvent himself so many times and just become one of the biggest artists in the world. You feel me? Like that's one thing like that I admire the most about Durk, like outside of his talent. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what really make him the GOAT to me because when you come from where we come from and been through the stuff that we've been through, it's like it's easy to give up. It's easy
Right.
to be like, man, I'm finna just keep trying. Like he'll switch it all the way up and master that. And then if that don't work, switch it up, master
Do
that,
something
switch it up, and just keep elevating. You feel me? Like that shit like a superpower to me.
Right. You've also worked with Lil Durk. How difficult is it to see him going through the situation that he's going through right now?
That shit is painful for sure, because I feel like the whole situation with Durk is like that should happen to anybody, in my opinion, like in this field, because you moving fast, you don't know like who to trust or who doing. You can't be accountable for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? Like, and not even to speak on this situation because it's still he going through it, but it's like you can't be accountable for situations or what other people have done or whatever the and a lot of times when you get that big, people work overtime to try to pull you down, to try to pull you off of that mountaintop. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what happened to Smirk. You know what I'm saying? It's like me still, like, I'm not even gonna allow him to be like for real, like I know I feel it. Like I feel it. I know he coming from under that shit. Like I know for a fact that's not the end of his story. Like he coming from under that shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's like a lot of times you kind of, I hate to say, but like coming from where you come from, certain times God just like throw situations at you so you could.
Hey, G Herbo. Hey, G Herbo. This Trenches News, brother. Dirk ain't fighting no motherfucking no stolen dogs or no exotic snakes. Dirk ain't been arrested for no stealing paying for a villa in Jamaica with a fake credit card. Lil Durk is not being charged with going to Subway and ordering $5,000 for the gang in Subway. He's not being charged with your crimes, brother. You got charged with an exotic dog, 3 exotic snakes. God damn it, $1 million in free haircuts. You owe the barber and all that shit. Lil Durk is in there for murder for hire, motherfucker. Hey, look, you could stop it with all that motherfucking guzzling, dick riding shit. Durk ain't coming out that motherfucker, nigga. Trenches News said it on everything. I hate to be the bad barrier. That motherfucker Lil Durk been rapping about murder since 2012, goddammit. And he thought he was gonna keep on getting away with it. That's just it. That's just all. He was being greedy. It's one thing to kill somebody, but it's another thing to say, soon them popping out the roof. Boom, boom, boom. 2:30 a.m. on Cottage Grove. Boom, boom, boom. 9/27/2024. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, that nigga Lil Durk something else, man. That nigga Lil Durk was putting the time, the date. He was putting all that shit together in his raps. They call him Boona because he the chief. It ain't hard for the feds to say, oh, he the chief, huh? Oh, he the chief. His name Boona, huh? I'm telling you, man. And then Jam made it even sweeter for the feds. Dirk the voice. If he say go and shoot him and kill him, then we gonna go. I'm like, shit. Diddy the threat. He just gonna shoot you and kill you just off of command. Boona Mo, he tired of shooting, so he just paid the shorties to do it. Who else he said? Duty low. Duty low. He hop in the duty low. He found out you're low. When then he hop in the car with the shooters. I say, oh shit, Jam that motherfucker put it together, goddamn. Jam and connected the dots, goddamn it, wise. He was with them. He ain't gotta meet up with the FBI. He was telling them on the wax what he was doing. Them niggas dancing around. They dancing around thinking Jam just rapping the whole time. Oh shit. Y'all don't even get it, man. Y'all don't get it, wise. I'm laughing, man. Y'all don't even get it. Jam the whole time. Jam war with us on my mama. Jam was goddamn it dropping it. He was throwing all the hoop for the feds. He was throwing a straight out the hoop on wax, man. I listened to that song. I said, "Oh shit, this a Rico," and everybody in the Rico charge, goddamn it, or in the federal paperwork, they in that song keep saying what they do. So when you come across PW1 sound like Jam, man, because PW1 saying clearly the voice Dirk. He told us to go and kill everybody, and we went to go and do it. Only reason why we ain't do it, because the police was out there. That's what Jam said in the paper. That's what the paperwork said. That's what Jam said in this rap. He say we put belt on the. He say we killed all the ops, so now it's time to put belt on the guys. That's in the paperwork. Everything he said in that song, your paperwork, man. That shit crazy, man. Either Jam or genius. Either Jam is a genius, like Lil Durk. They ask me what I'll be in the next 10 years. I say the feds. Or Jam through the feds, or he was already, they already went to Jam. Like, look, you just did 12 years, man. We've been looking at Lil Durk shit since 10 years ago. Jam was like, fuck that. We'll let you get that 50,000 from him. We'll let you get all that and keep it. Jam got that 50 from Lil Durk, like, yeah, your ass going in anyway, buddy. But yeah, let's finish seeing what G Herbo gotta say, because they be calm swallowing. They don't be keeping the shit real.
To be able to see the playing field for what it's for, like see who for you, who not for you, see the people that's counting you out and come back 10 times stronger. Like sometimes that shit just make you a different type of animal, type of beast, where you just like hearing like, damn, anybody counting me out, you think it's over for me, huh? And then when you come out, it's just like you better than you ever been. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I know for a fact that's what's gonna happen to Smirk.
I mean, my grandma used to say, boy, life will give you a lesson until it teach you what you need to know. Now they keep giving it to you. Now you're gonna hey,
yeah,
one way or another.
Yeah,
it's gonna learn. You're gonna learn this lesson that's being taught. And but you're right. When you're around people, you don't know. And the thing is, the hardest thing is the trust. And sometimes you trust the wrong people. You put your trust in the wrong person, and it's just ain't no coming back from. Let me ask you this: purchases. You got some money now. You say you get that bread for $500,000, got a $500,000 at 16. Yeah. You're like, oh, okay. What you do? When you first got your bread, what you do?
First thing I did was I bought my mama the house. I moved my mama out Chicago, far away. And like I started like, I ain't gonna lie, just doing dumb shit, buying cars, buying jewelry, like going to the hood, just looking out for everybody, you feel what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You know, like when I was 17, like I was still outside on my block, like all the time. You feel me?
And you got bread like that, and you still outside.
Yeah, still outside, riding around through the neighborhood. Like I didn't really like lock in and fully focus on my craft until I became like 22, 23 years old. Like for real. I was still in the hood and going through all type of silly ass shit, you feel me? Like
you look back and how much like, man, I squandered some damn good money on some foolishness.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like I wasted a lot of time where I really should have been like
locked
getting
in
better. Like I feel like I would have 20 times more than I have now if I had that mentality early on, because I would get up and I wouldn't go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't go to the studio. I would go outside. I go shopping, go buy clothes, go get high, ride around my homies and them, just doing shit like that, and go to the studio when somebody called me to go to the studio. It wasn't my mindset. Like I wouldn't wake up and be like, I want to go to the studio. It would have to be for my manager or somebody would like, yeah, we got a studio book. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Like my mindset was never on music. It was just on being in the streets. I woke up and wanted to be in the streets like every day. So the purchases are limitless. Like I was buying all type of like just car. I used to buy cars and I was just so young and fried. I had money. Like I could have built my credit up. I never wanted to put a car in my name. Like I used to just tell people like, yeah, go get me a car. Like any way you can. Like I'll just pay you. And I lose the car, impound it, and never go get it back. Go get another car. Like
what?
Cause I was so fried. I'm like, I don't want the car in my name. Shit, anything happen, this motherfucker don't need to be in my name. Like,
but you building credit like that though.
I didn't know nothing about no credit. Ain't nobody tell me. Like build your
I'm the
credit
last one
up.
talking about credit because our credit was terrible.
Yeah, like
I had for 400 credit without it. So I ain't been
so you said when you started getting the money, your credit was like, yeah.
But when I got
some of this shit real quick.
No, to be honest with you, G, when I was in the league, man, I had to get a co-signer to get a car.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's because we don't get taught about credit though. Ain't nobody teach nobody about credit.
Right.
Like
you right about that.
So it's like my mom and them, like they knew about it, but I kind of like shut them out. You feel me? Like my moms and my pops. This is what I really regret though. Like when it come to family, I should have let my family in more because they had my best interest.
Yeah.
And I was like shutting them out because I felt like, man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
Y'all ain't never had no money like this. How y'all telling me?
Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really should have listened for real because my pops was trying to tell me to like build your credit, go do this, bad building. Like I ran through like 6 cars in 1 year. Like buy a Porsche, crash it, do something, buy a Benz, buy this, buy a Jag, like shit like that. Just stupid.
You got kids now. What type of dad are you trying to be? What type of example are you trying to set for your kids?
For real, I wanna like just being 100, like being honest, bro. I just want to be 100 with my kids. Like, I just want to be honest and let them know, like, the harsh realities of like the world.
Okay.
And the stuff that I've been through to get to where I am. You feel what I'm saying? And especially with having a daughter, like, I want to let her know, like, niggas ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I was this kind of man, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gonna deal with this. Like, you beautiful. You gonna deal with this, and just understand. But make your own decisions as a woman.
Yes.
Do what you want to do, but know right from wrong. Know what's right. Know what a man's intentions is, regardless, and then you make your decision based off of that.
Right.
Like, especially for my daughter.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining.
At North Park University, we prepare students online and on campus in a diverse and vibrant setting.
Right, so in today's video, I'm starving without Durk, and it was a compilation of pictures that seemed to depict people that had been affiliated with OTF down bad. Okay, they got Chucky, he buying lottery tickets, he hoping to hit another lick because that Lil Durk lottery ticket didn't quite land. And then they posted this one. This is THF Baser. He's saying, if you know anyone with property, building, homes, offices, or places of business, hit the DM. I got smoke detectors for the low. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if I would buy a smoke detector for my office, for my place of business, for my home, or for the hitters from Chicago. But hey, he might have got these from, I don't know where these came from. I don't know how he got his hands on these smoke detectors for the low, but he was out there moving smoke detectors, man. A lot of people were clowning him, basically.
I told you, Zoo, that's a Fed case, man. How you get all them damn smoke detectors, man? You made yourself hot, man. It look like you trafficking smoke detectors, man. I told Zoo not to do that shit, man. Don't upload that video, man. I told him don't. Ever since he uploaded that video, the Feds been on him. I told Zoo don't upload that video. Let's see what they said about his homies, man. They said Chucky Wackham. Hold on. Hold on, man. Chucky Wackham got some money. I know they ain't saying he broke.
So he said, look, Basie didn't do the right thing with that money that he was getting when he was hanging around with Durk. And a lot of people on Reddit had the same sentiment, okay? There was this one post going around. It said all the OTF members are starving without Durk. And it was a compilation of pictures that seemed to depict people that had been affiliated with OTF down bad, okay? They got Chucky, he buying lottery tickets, he hoping to hit another lick because that Lil Durk lottery ticket didn't quite land. And then they posted this one. This is THF Basie saying, if you know anyone with property, building, homes, offices, or places of business, hit the DM. I got smoke detectors for the low. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure if I would buy a smoke detector for my office, for my place of business, for my home, or for the hitters from Chicago. But hey, he might have got these from, I don't know where these came from. I don't know how he got his hands on these smoke detectors for the low. But he was out there moving smoke detectors, man. A lot of people were clowning him, basically saying that's crazy. That that you would actually end up back sell it, or not even back. It's probably the first time he sold smoke detectors, and that's no disrespect, man. I respect the hustle, let everyone get their bread. But a lot of people thought this meant that the guys from OTF weren't doing so well. It says, damn, they didn't stash any bread. It reminds me of when Juice WRLD died and Cairo started selling green drank right after. Okay, people saying back to the drawing board. It says, I'm blown away by the fact that Zoo is walking the streets. Bro been arrested for a body, an attempt, and switches in the past few years. Now Durk's getting arrested for multiple murder for hires. It's just crazy to me that Zoo didn't get somehow picked up in that indictment. This guy say, you know what? It's funny. I was thinking the same thing. I guess they were letting those connected to Durk out just because he was the bigger target. Either that, or hopefully the ones who's always crashing out could lead to a trail of something bigger. Okay. It's saying, they already made statements and they're witnesses in the federal trial. It says, if that were the case, it seems unlikely they would just let Basie go. If Zoo cut a deal where he was going to testify, the feds would probably keep him locked up until he actually does, right? Like they did with 6ix9ine. Otherwise, bro could do what Big Mike or Tay did and just refuse to take the stand. I could be completely off base, but it seems stupid to let a witness walk free around the city when they have ops that could smoke him at any time, especially when they could ensure both his safety and cooperation by keeping him locked. Now, look, for everything that I know about Basie's persona in these streets, all right, I would find it very hard to believe that he was cooperating personally, all right? And I've not seen any evidence to indicate that that might be the case. People saying this would be the last dude to buy smoke detectors from, especially from your business, saying he probably got air tags in them so they can rob the person. They hungry as hell, right? It's crazy, man. It's actually crazy, okay? But saying selling smoke detectors.
Hey, Zoo, y'all slick than a motherfucker, man. Hey, I tell you, man, these new killers, man, they think way different. I never thought about the air tag and the smoke detector. Hey, look, just imagine a motherfucker buy the smoke detectors. Hey, Zoo, you still got them smoke detectors? Hey, I got a 12 unit apartment building. I need 12 of them, or I need 14 of them. And Zoo got air tags in the motherfuckers. Like, that'll be crazy, bro. That'll be crazy in the motherfucker, man. He putting air tags and cameras inside the motherfucking thing so he can see what people got in their crib. That's some slick ass shit. That's some James Bond type shit. Zoo Bond. That's the name of my clothing line. Coming soon, y'all. Zoo Bond.
Is the most egregious hustle I have ever seen on here. It says he needs to hit up a city housing authority. I'm sure they'd snag the whole pallet on a deal, get all the units, new smoke detectors. He might be on a come up. He basically might be thinking bigger than all of us, man. If he actually doing work with the government providing smoke detectors, you never know. All right. That says, what entity is going to trust the safety of their property and tenants on smoke detectors bought off the street? Good luck explaining that to the insurance company if it fails to work when needed. Why risk it when buying them from bulk from a legit source is relatively cheap? Okay, so people are hating, all right? People are clowning. And Cam Capone would actually press Lil Zay Osama on the issue that he had with Zoo in another interview.
And, you said some things about Basie, that he's broke. What is your thoughts on that? Because I think you said that Basie, it wouldn't be able to, like you felt like you'd have been able to get it back, to watch his back if it was you.
I mean, hell yeah, for sure. It ain't no if. I would have. If I did some snake shit to it, I'm cool with, or that my people in business with or doing business with, anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, you wrong, you bogus, don't do that. You can't do that, you know what I'm saying? I'll get into it with it over that, like, so even doing some shit like that on my name, on my watch, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, No, you don't do shit like that to people, you feel me? And he could have stopped it. He could have went and got it back. Or maybe he couldn't, who knows? You feel what I'm saying?
So he's saying that Bezu should have stepped in when it came to the stolen watches. He could have got it back. He could have governed the block and let everybody know that they shouldn't play with Lil Zay. He's an ally. He's got songs with Durk. He's cool with them. It just shouldn't have been happening.
But I was cool with folks, you feel me? We used to be talking, we used to be cool, you get what I'm saying? So I was expecting him to make that shit right so it won't be no extra shit behind it, you know what I'm saying? And he couldn't.
I seen a post and they were accused.
So he was hoping that he could have made it right, man. He could have made things right behind the scenes, and it didn't happen. And that's why there's some bad blood between him and Bezu. That's why he's calling out Bezu. All these guys stealing watches, they're selling smoke detectors. He said, why not? I'm just going to diss him, okay? But Bezu has clapped back. This is the thing. With all of this stuff going on, Bezu is clearly, he's listening. He's got his ear to the streets. He's silent, but he's lurking in the shadows. And he is letting people know he got a whole lot of money, okay? So he posted this 12 days ago. That said, people commenting, I thought you said he was back in the trenches effed up, but Bezu posted up with a whole gang of money, okay, a whole bunch of cash money, all right? Maybe he sold them smoke detectors and he came up, okay? But he's posted, he said, in the trenches, clicked up with my tank on, heavy on thugging in public, N-words can't beat me in nothing but lying and dying. Ricky to the flow all weekend. I was born a star. I don't pop it because I'm putting it up. Free smirk. Long live my brothers. Ape emoji. Happy 6th day to the biggest slime. Snake. DIY 6,300K. Now that 6,300, that's some of them guys associated with Lil Zay Osama, okay? And they saying that they was really at war about them watches with THF, okay? And there's been, I believe there's been people from 6,300 that have lost their life or got hurt in this beef. So he's popping it on Lil Zay Osama. He's clapping back. He's saying, bruh, it's all cap. And people are believing it. In the Reddit comments, they're saying, this is why you don't believe anything you see on the internet. Clearly, Bezu's got his money. They're saying Lil Zay is a good shit talker like Mimo. They have you believing Elon Musk went broke the way that they be going crazy. They're saying 6,300K. Zuka T back on bully time, man. They're saying Zuka T, the Zuka G. People are loving that, man. They're saying on Carl who broke. Okay, they're saying he must have sold all them fire alarms, man. He must have came up. They're saying Zoo back on his BS. People saying, how long you think it took him to write that caption? Autocorrect, working overtime with that one. Okay, must have sold all them fire alarms, man. Anyone tried the Cheerios Oat Crunch? They got the Cheerios Oat Crunch in the back. Cheerios Dare. I've tried those recently. They were nice, man. I was rocking with the Cheerios. Probably better than the Durkios, if I'm honest with you. I'm saying a dude like me would have put up a flick and some dirty Air Force Ones talking about I ain't got nothing. I don't need nobody begging in my DM, man. They're saying you still impressed by these money stack pictures. Some people aren't impressed. Some people are. Okay, they're saying this just proved the internet be getting to him. Everybody's saying he effed up, so I guess he had something to prove. But then people are saying he's a long way from effed up, but I know his pops, and he's definitely been lying low because of Durk's case. People online are stupid. Okay, they're saying dude see him in one picture in a tank top online and say he effed up. If being in a tank top says that you're broke, man, Young Thug must be in millions of dollars of debt. All right, people saying, hey, Baze, you need to hook it up, man. Hook me up with a smoke detector. They say he sells the best smoke detectors on Facebook Marketplace. They come already beeping with a half-dead battery. Saying for grandson, Zoo will come, man. You know that classic lyric. But anyway, okay, the ops would actually clap back and say that, yo, that ain't even your money. Capping, you're bapping, all right? They're saying this is 051 Kymion. Okay, he's posting this about the Zoo and Shoebox saying the ops are so effed up, they're posting other dudes' stash money and uploaded old screenshots of money. They're sad as hell. They need to get it together. And he added Bezu and Shoebox Baby in that one, okay? And they're saying that this is the same man that was posting, grinning, hype that he was going to the YB concert. But I had a sick time of that YB concert, okay? It says, throughout this war, I never heard the GD side say that the BDs was broke. Either Smirk being locked up really got dudes down bad, or he's lying. I know 0518 GDs, but they're still considered on that side of the war, okay? They're saying, look, okay. Basically, Bezu responded once again. He's posted another video of him with a whole bunch of money. It looked like it was the same money in the same settings, but he posted this, man. He said, OTF THF Bezu responds to the internet troll saying he's gone broke and is back in the hood effed up since his gang leader, Lil Durk, aka our holy leader, Mustafa Abdul Malak, the 5-star war general, has been locked for a murder for hire conspiracy case. So this is the full video of him showcasing that.
You already know how I'm coming, though, man. Niggas say I'm out here in the trenches, tank top on. You don't have to put the tank on for their ass, you know? Guess that tank top wearing off, huh, bitch? Broke ass niggas. I don't even pop it like this. I ain't pop it enough, you hear me? I ain't ducking shit but the feds and death, you hear me? You know what the fuck going on, man.
Hit that bitch again, wow. Let them hit that bitch. Let them hit that. Hold on. Let them hit that bitch. That shit hot, yeah. That shit hot, yeah.
So they got all type of whips, all
That
type of
shit
money,
hot,
cash
that
money,
boy,
foreigns. You know
Y'all better stop playing these Rick down to the floor, man. Die wild forever, man.
Head to the toe.
Troublemaker. Trouble.
Basically saying he die Y forever, man. That's the Young Money. They're saying they're die Y. They've, you know what I'm saying? They're Young Money K. He in the vet. I said, actually, it's not foreign. If it's a Corvette, it's not foreign. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for all sorry to disappoint all of you guys well, not worldwide, nationwide in America, man. That Corvette, that's a domestic car, man. Ain't no foreign, man. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but ain't no foreign.
Double trouble forever, man.
2 days on a Ricky Smiley, man.
And we got Big Bro on the phone,
Rick
man.
up top,
Shout out
man.
Big Bro. Bankroll Records, ATM shit.
You know what's going on,
Fuck
man.
is you talking about? Look, this is how we coming. THF or death, nigga, just like that.
It's a THF or death, man. So they still repping that THF to the death, man. So I don't want to catch a copyright, but they're showing off the money. All right, they took the money out of the kitchen, all the smoke detector money, all the smoke detector earnings, man. They put up in that big Louis duffel to show off riding that vet. Not quite foreign, but it's still a lot of money. But look, okay, people are basically just in the caption. All right, that's right. Show the feds them stacks. They know he ain't getting money from no damn music. All right, they're saying do not disrespect him. All right, but they're basically saying Bezu ain't broke on Carl, man. Fall back. Okay, keep selling them smoke detectors. All right, but hey, he might come off of the smoke detectors. People saying he's pretty much the leader, the chief of THF. Ain't too hard to trap if you got a whole set taking directions from you. THF a lot deeper than y'all think, okay? And THF is a lot deeper than y'all might think, okay? If you saw my video, Chicago's Deadliest Gangs, THF, the Trigger Happy Family, I did a full 3-hour breakdown of the whole history between THF, Young Money, the whole situation with the watches going missing, and I've got a whole chapter in this video about Bezu. So look, all right? Let's just react to some of the backstory I got on Bezu, because you might be wondering how the hell this guy ended up becoming so respected, you know, so revered, so disrespected. Everybody got an opinion about Bezu. Bezu in everybody's mouth in Chiracology right now, okay? So I did a whole breakdown. I've got about 30 minutes of content here on Bezu in my documentary. If you want to see that, go and watch that. Let's have a little preview. Let's just educate ourselves on a little bit. You know, there's allegedly 3 bodies that he's associated with, and let's just have a little recap of that, and then I'll let you guys go. And if you want to watch that whole thing in its entirety, you can go over to my main channel, Trap Law Wash, and check that out. The most best-known THF member of all time, THF Bezu, whose career in both the streets and the rap scene spanned well over a decade, during which Bezu would both taste the fame and fortune while touring the country with Lil Durk, while also ending up being a murder charge that dated all the way back to 2009. And if online rumors are true, that might not be the only murder that Bezu was connected with. Devontae Collier, better known as THF Bezu, or Bebe, El Zoo, experienced a childhood defined by the harsh socio-economic conditions of Chicago's former Cabrini Green housing projects.
I was born and raised in Cabrini Green, man.
Right.
That's the near north side of Chicago, you know what I'm saying? My mother stayed in the projects. My grandmother, she stayed on Mohawk and Black Hole.
Public housing complex constructed in the 1940s to accommodate war industry workers and veterans quickly deteriorated due to municipal disinvestment, poor maintenance, and systemic neglect. The area that they built Cabrini Green in had a long history of poverty and violence. It was formerly called Little Hell, named after burning factory smokestacks and crime that plagued its residents. It was Chicago's first slum, the birth of both the Chicago Irish and Chicago Italian mafias, during a time when gang members conducted broad daylight shootings with little repercussion. By the 1950s, the Chicago Housing Authority put in place Chicago housing projects all around the city, one of those being Cabrini Green. By the late 20th century, it had become synonymous with poverty, gang violence, and urban blight, earning a reputation as one of Chicago's most dangerous neighborhoods.
Perhaps the most notorious of the housing authority's so-called vertical ghettos was Cabrini Green. In just the first 3 months of 1981, Cabrini saw nearly 50 shootings.
My children have to go to school, and I will say I am afraid over here.
The cops, of course, they didn't really care. You know, these are black kids killing black kids, you know? One less black kid.
In 1981, Mayor just want to say for the record, yeah, for everybody that likes to hate on me and says, Trap Law Ross, all you do is read Reddit comments. All you do is read Reddit comments. Bro, this is deep history. We're looking at vintage archive footage, Chicago Tribune articles from decades ago. I'm telling you what actual projects that this guy hails from and what made him a demon, what he's actually the socio-economic background of the steppers, okay? You ain't seen a Reddit comment yet. And don't worry, I got Reddit comments in this video for you. I got all the Reddit theories. But look, For anybody who says you only talk about, oh, you just recycle shit on Reddit, hell no, bro. We be digging deep. And shout out to all of my team. We all dig deep into different angles on these stories, okay? And we try and get you everything that you need to know to fully understand somebody's backstory, for the record. Jane Byrne moved into these projects for a total of 3 weeks to prove to the city that with constant police present, crime and gangs would go away.
She was coming home one Saturday, and she said to the driver, take me through Cabrini. So as they were driving through, there was a paddy wagon, and they were putting a girl into it. She said, pull over and find out what that's all about. So they came back to the car, and they said the girl had been gang raped. She was 12. So Jenny said, well, I'm moving in.
Her point was indeed proven, as during her 3 weeks, many of the gangs fled the area, but as soon as she left, it returned to the same conditions.
During the mayor's time at Cabrini, elevators were fixed, trash pickup resumed, and violent crime subsided, even if just for a few weeks.
To give you an idea of the conditions, Cabrini Green was where they shot large parts of the terrifying 1992 horror film, Candyman, and various gang tags would be visible throughout said movie, including the Mickey Cobras, the gang that Big Zoo became part of.
Everybody probably think Big Zoo BD because Durk and them. No, Big Zoo is an MC from right around this area, from the brains.
As the city began demolishing its projects like Cabrini Green in the early 2000s as part of a broader urban renewal initiative, many of its residents moved down south.
I got a name out there too, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to get in the field, but I was just doing bad. Little baby kid, you feel me? I came southbound when I was like mid-teens. My OG always been out south, so I've been knowing all my brothers that's from out south since I was a puppy, you feel me?
This move proved pivotal, as Bezu ended up settling on 46th Street with one of his OGs.
A situation had happened or whatever when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want too much talk about that on the internet or whatever, but a situation happened, I had moved southbound with my OG. That's why I really jumped out the porch and made my name for myself on the south side on low end, 46th Street, you know what I'm saying?
He would become a member of 46 Lawn, which turned into 46 Terror and 46 Hit Squad. The gang then linked up with the Mickey Cobra sets on 44th and Princeton around the late 2000s and eventually created THF or Trigger Happy Family.
Cash Money and No Limit, they had their little rap groups and shit. You know how kids when they little, they want to be something, you know what I'm saying? Like we used to hang bad as hell on 46 and Woodlawn, so like it's a mine's here right there, right now, but we used to hang there 24/7. Like when we all meet up, come outside, meet me on Woodlawn, you feel me? So we went from 46 with Woodlawn, you know what I'm saying? Then we started hanging on Princeton probably around 2008. Like 2008, from our brothers too, you know what I'm saying?
His involvement in the gang deepened rapidly. By his own admission, he developed a passion for crime during adolescence.
I didn't get no whatever was going on around me because it's like I wanted to see it, like, but I don't know why I had a pass for that as a shorty, like. All the crimes that was happening around me, like, it was just a normal lifestyle for me because this is, you know, I grew up in poverty, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this incident marked the beginning of an extensive criminal record, would see him spend much of his high school years incarcerated.
And man, I was plotting for like 2 weeks, man. I robbed a liquor store down there. I think it was on 2nd Street, bro. I was 13 years old. I robbed a liquor store, but I was plotting with my homie. Just took a little time, you feel me? I did 4.5 years as a juvenile, so my whole high school years was over with, you feel me?
Despite his criminal pursuits, Bezu explored music as an outlet, beginning his rap career around 2011 with the track White Rocks that also featured THF members Billa and Tonebone. The intro of the song featured Bezu wearing a 4624 Hit Squad shirt, the number being a reference to the Ellis Lakeview Apartments, aka Ellis Tower, one of the gang's strongholds, while Bezu can be seen talking about sending his younger members to go murder someone.
Yeah, you already know what it is, man. It's that time on phone them. What it is. They come open the door, like, yeah. Murder team, man. I have my hood murder something. It's easy, man.
Bro, literally, he's just saying outright, man. This is how Bezu was moving back then. To where I murdered him. I had my little shooters murder something for the. These guys are serious, man. Bezu's not to be played with, okay? Bezu is definitely not to be played with, right? All the way from way back, and you ain't seen a Reddit comment yet. It was a song of the times, a trap-influenced drug-dealing track all about selling crack and weed. While it featured no direct disses, it included members wearing shirts repping the set, together with FZCO text on the sleeves aimed at 051 Young Money and their beloved dead member. At this point in time, Bezu was likely taking the reins of the leadership of his set, so his talk about sending younger hitters to handle business might not have been so far from the truth. In fact, he would later become known for mentoring younger members, emphasizing strategic discretion, such as avoiding being posted up on the block after violent incidents.
Us being put up off the 6, that's not terrorizing our block, bro. I showed my 40 how to be smarter. We don't hunt and go hang on the block. That's why all y'all did. You goof.
His affiliation with the THF 46 also intersected with prominent figures like Lil Durk, whom Bezu said allegedly provided with street credibility in the South Side.
Yeah, that's what happened. Durk came to the low end. That's really how he got popping. Fooling them 46 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to drop no names or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they got him like in the streets, like very like we was hearing about him.
Negative, sir. Hey, bruh stayed down there, man, and bruh knew Durk no bruh. And that's how he got to coming down there, man, because of bruh. And this before the jail with bruh anything, man. Bruh, he the only motherfucker could say THF, O Block, Calumet Building, and I'm 300 and Lamb Ryan and OTF. And everybody know who the fuck bruh is on everything. Bruh the one who brought Durk them down there. And then D-Thing went to Dunbar High School.
But like when he came to low end, it's just like
Zoo explained on No Jumper that he met Durk around 2009 through Durk's brother D-Thang. D-Thang had an especially close relationship with OTF Chino, who became Durk's manager, as well as a member called THF Rel.
Rest in peace, D-Thang, bro. Like, D-Thang with the dumb ball, with my brother Real. You know what I'm saying? It was D-Thang, Chino, rest in peace, Chino, Durk manager. Keep on my block, you know what I'm saying? So, D-Thang Real, Chino has be hung with each other. So, D-Thing was on my block on the regular all the time. He had to do me to Durk like in 2008, 2009.
But that same year that Bezu met Durk, who would later become his main ticket out of the streets, he was also getting his hands dirty, allegedly committing a murder that would later come to haunt him right as he was on his way out. Statistically, the 2000s were a relatively peaceful time in Chicago, but compared to many other cities, the violence was still very much out of control, as one weekend in the summer of 2009 would show, with 11 people killed in less than 30 hours. One of these victims was a 21-year-old Dominic Barnes, who was found shot in the 4700 block of Forestville Avenue in front of a corner store, where two people walked up to him before opening fire and fleeing by car. As the news would mention, Dominic lived in the 051 territory on the 600 block of East 51st Street, and as the original incident report would note, he was known to hang out with Mickey Cobra gang members. However, Dominic wasn't allegedly part of 051 Young Money, but rather a set known as Dirty Low, whose territory was further north around the corner of 47th and Vincennes. It would take police years before they would actually charge anyone for this murder, but finally in November 2014, they would find their guy, as CPD would arrest two people, Devon Shea Collier, better known as THF Bezu, and Durk Banks. Yes, that Durk Banks, Lil Durk. Now, to be clear, only... So look, Durk and Zoo are actually out here getting arrested in murder cases together. Right? How crazy. Better known as THF Bezu and Durk Banks. Yes, that... Right? He got the weapon charge, he didn't get the murder charge, but it's in the same situation where they were arrested. Okay? And this murder, right, Bezu went to war for this murder and ended up getting out, and that's how he ended up recording that song Beat That Body with King Von. It's actually, his backstory is crazy. That Durk Banks, Lil Durk. Now, to be clear, only Bezu would be charged with the murder of Dominic, although Durk too would eventually be charged with another murder following this arrest. But if you want to know more about that, go and watch my video, The Many Murders of Lil Durk. Anyway, the investigative reports would later reveal that the police had in fact been after Bezu all the way since 2009, after a juvenile offender would provide them with some very specific information about the events that had preceded the murder, as if they had been there together with Bezu. For whatever reason, despite this information, the case would seemingly remain on hold until 2014, when an inmate at the Cook County Jail would provide essentially the same story from 2009, showing that there was seemingly a snitch amongst THF's ranks. According to the inmate, on July 5th, 2009, an altercation at the 50-yard line sports bar and grill on 69 East 7th Street had turned violent, and multiple people were shot after the altercation had spilled outside. Among those shot was allegedly a GD from THF, while the shooters were allegedly members of Dirty Low. Then, approximately 8 hours after the sports bar shooting, Bezu was allegedly out looking for revenge, entering a grey Chevy Monte Carlo alongside other THF members as they drove to the 4700 block of Forestville Avenue, where they spotted Dominic Barnes allegedly selling weed on the corner. They would approach Dominic and ask if he was from Dirty Low, and after receiving a confirmation, allegedly, Bezu immediately produced a .357 revolver and shot Dominic multiple times in the body. It had taken detectives almost 4 years to piece together the case, but finally, Bezu was charged with Dominic's murder, with local news, including Bezu's image in their reporting, while online media, like the legendary College Kids site that focused on the early drill culture, would highlight his connection to Lil Durk. However, despite having several cooperators identifying him as the shooter, after spending 4 years behind bars, Bezu would beat the charges, right around the same time as O-Block's most infamous killer-turned-rapper, King Von, would famously beat his murder charges, and together, they would jumpstart their rapping careers with their infamous collaboration, Beat That Body, dropping in 2018. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves, because as mentioned, this murder took all the way back in 2009, which tells you something about how long Bezu had allegedly been in the streets causing havoc.
I personally been on y'all since 07. Me, you know that. It's about 2012.
Also, you're probably wondering, who was that snitch that got Bezu in trouble for the murder of Dominic in the first place? Well, 2 years after that murder, another murder would take place. It was this one that would eventually begin to unravel everything. On the evening of July the 16th, 2011, only some hours after the murder of the alleged THF affiliate Lil Tony that we discussed earlier in this video, the Washington Park neighborhood would become the backdrop for another tragedy. 25-year-old Lorenzo Zoe Beasley, an alleged member of the GD set Met Boys, who controlled the northern end of the neighborhood, was sat in his parked vehicle at the 5200 block of South Martin Luther King Drive. At approximately 7 p.m., a small grey crossover SUV pulled up alongside Zoe's car, and the driver would lean out of the vehicle before firing multiple shots at Zoe, then fleeing northbound on King Drive. Zoe attempted to get himself to a hospital as his car was found crashed into a nearby tree, but unfortunately, he would later pass away after being taken there by medics. The case would remain unsolved for some months until the breakthrough came in September 2011, when the Chicago police would make an unrelated arrest in relation to an aggravated battery and firearm investigation, taking in an 18-year-old THF Barbara. Investigators learned that some months earlier in April, there had been a traffic stop not far from the murder scene concerning a car that matched the one used in the homicide. This car, having 3 people inside, including an unnamed occupant, Barbara, and a man named Rayford Shearer, also known as THF Bucky. A lineup was created during which 3 witnesses all identified Barbara as the shooter of Zoe, while Bucky was also identified as the driver. One of the witnesses would note that the offenders were members of the 4-6 Lawn Gang, the old name of THF, which at this time would have likely been better known as 4-6 Terror or 4-6 Hit Squad, and that they were at war with the Met Boys gang. The investigation eventually led to first-degree murder charges being filed against Barbara, with prosecutors arguing that the shooting was a targeted, gang-motivated assassination. But Bucky was seemingly eventually released without charges due to lack of evidence. Facing the possibility of up to 40 years if convicted at trial, Barbara opted for a plea agreement, eventually pleading guilty to reduce charges in exchange for a sentence of just 12 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections. The relatively lenient sentence raised a lot of eyebrows and fueled speculation that Barbara had cooperated with the police, specifically by giving out information in the 2009 murder of the Dirty Low member Dominic Barnes, the very case that Bezu ultimately beat. Bezu would later go on to make the allegation that Barbara had ratted on him, including in his 2023 No Jumper interview, while publicly disowning him as a member of THF.
I ain't never seen him. I ain't know he called himself THF, bro. But bro, who he is, man, a rat.
Grainger knows that if you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, you go to great lengths. And
Yeah. So talk about PBG Diddy. Like, give us a memory of him, bro. Like, what was he like?
Folks 100. That was my boy. Folks was just. So folks was loved by everybody, and folks was the regions and shit. You feel me? And like sent the docket to my the prosecutor, then my judge, and shit. We kept like.
Look like two zesty ass gang members, man. Why they so close? Why his gun over there on the other side with his gun? 50-yard line, 50-yard line used to be busting. That's why I used to catch the drug dealers with the ice, man. Rest in peace to Big Law, man. He say, nah, man, I'm out here chilling. He had his Camaro out there. He like, hell no, man. What you finna do? I'm finna take this nigga whole wrist off his arm.
and Doug.
Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Limo and I help people save hundreds by customizing.
Y'all wanna go, keep it going, keep it down, man. I ain't going to the gym, I already going to the dirt. You gotta shoot the head, people in the dirt. I would never go back in there water. I'm gonna keep leaving all this. No, we ain't gonna keep doing this. We ain't gonna keep doing this.
Okay, so another topic that is like super late breaking, and this is probably one of the most unique ways that I've ever seen somebody get exposed for snitching. But basically, there was an FBI agent who made a TikTok talking about a case that he was involved with many years ago, and we could play the clip if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the guy's name because he's pretty famous, and to be fair, he was never charged with a crime. But we had these two rappers in Atlanta in the early 2000s, and they were beefing with each other, trading diss tracks, the whole thing. Then rapper number one, the famous one, orders his goons to go beat up rapper number two and steal this gaudy gold and diamond necklace he wore in all of his videos, and that's where it got interesting. The goon squad shows up at rapper number two's place. He pulls a gun and starts shooting. One of the attackers gets hit, makes it about 200 yards away from the house before he drops dead. Rapper number 2 is arrested for murder, but it's dismissed as self-defense. And the real criminal here is rapper number 1, who ordered the violent act that got his man killed. I had the phone records and 2 witnesses prepared to testify for what would have been a rock-solid RICO murder case. But for reasons that were never explained to me, the U.S. Attorney's Office declined prosecution, and rapper number 1 went on to have a phenomenally successful career. Oh well, win some, lose some.
So basically, the allegation is that
He's talking about Jeezy and Gucci.
Right, and Blue Da Vinci has kind of confirmed as well that there was this sort of like eerie switch up from Jeezy, where when the BMF takedown went down, that Jeezy at that point like ceased to have anything to do with BMF, never communicated with any of them ever after that, and so he's basically saying that they had, in his opinion, a rock solid case against Jeezy for the Gucci situation in which Pookie Loc got killed, but that was never pursued by the FBI, and that his best guess is basically that it was in exchange for Jeezy supplying information about BMF.
I missed that last part.
Okay, yeah.
Where is that last part?
You kind of need to connect the dots with like prior videos. There's like a Blue Da Vinci video where he goes into depth about how he feels very strongly that Jeezy snitched. And so that guy kind of like puts the details of it together of what his incentive to do so might have been, since Jeezy was the only one associated with BMF that basically ended up getting to skate free.
Well, what about there was multiple guys that went into that house?
Yeah, and I interviewed one of them, Young Throwback, who claimed that Gucci Mane, or I interviewed the guy who claims that he's the one who pulled the trigger and killed Pookie Loc.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Pookie Loc was with someone else. He wasn't by himself.
Yeah, it was like 2 people that ran inside the crib.
So maybe the people who are cooperating were the 2 people that were part of the home invasion, and they were going to cooperate against Jeezy. You see what I'm saying? That's what I kind of implied from that.
The reason people think that this guy's implying that Jeezy actually did it, because in the comments, the 2 comments that he actually replied to was someone saying that the theory of the reason that Jeezy never got locked up was because of him providing evidence to the feds about the BMF shit. And that the guy who made this TikTok, he liked that theory, and then he's like, interesting theory. So people just speculating that that's why. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like really just proven, but it's just the theory of like.
And it always did seem sort of bizarre that all this shit went down in front of our eyes, where Gucci basically ordered this situation that ended up in a murder, and that it was never pursued. I mean, even as like a real young rap fan, that always stood out to me. I was like, how the are they not pursuing that?
I mean, when it comes to situations like this, to convict someone of a murder for hire, it's a little tricky, especially when people are not cooperating. You see what I'm saying? So you need to get a unanimous, like the Hernandez Govan trial. They had a whole bunch of stuff set up. Yeah, they knew each other. They were talking, this, that, and the third. Oh, there was a reason. There's this or that. Jury came through with not guilty an hour later. It was like, there's no case here. So nobody wants to go into trial unless they have a rock solid case. Like, for example, like the whole David,
You've been paying attention to that?
Murder. I've been paying attention to that.
Yeah.
And it appears like they don't really have a way to tie him into the murder. There's circumstantial things. Yes, he knew her. She was underage. She was mentioned. There's a live stream. But how do you go from that to a chopped up dead body in your car? You have to really prove it, especially when the person has money and has lawyers. And at the time, Jeezy had money. Just might not have been a strong enough case. So you just leave it as a cold case, hoping maybe at some point someone comes forward and brings some new information and so forth, because it could be a cold case for 20 years. They might still, if Jeezy really was responsible for that, they could still charge him next week, like whatever. I hope they don't, but people like to be armchair lawyer all they want, but when it comes to real trials and real cases, you got to really have your ducks in a row.
I mean, we've seen a lot of people get exposed for snitching in a variety of different ways. Like 1090 Jake feels very, very strongly that Larry Hoover told, and a lot of the proof is based on a 1964 newspaper article. Now we've got a former FBI agent who basically is just creating TikTok content and is probably going to get like $2 to $3 from the Chinese government as a result of putting this theory out there. So he might actually, we're really like not sure how this is going to play out or how much people are going to turn on Jeezy or whatever. Obviously, he's kind of in the.
I don't think
the main.
Anyone's going to give a shit.
Man, ain't nobody finna turn on no motherfucking Jeezy for no motherfucking. Dude got killed. He ran this house. Like, that's crazy.
Hell is different.
Did you know King Troop?
Hell yeah, man. I love that guy.
How did you know him? Because he was like
me. I'm like, damn, bro. I told him too. I like, hey, bro, one day I was gonna get you in the club, boy. They told me who you were, boy. I was gonna get that strike. He like, well, you thought you gonna get it, boy. I was gonna get you.
When you said get it, what was you like planning to do? Take a chain or just like give him ass whooping? Like,
nah, just pull a dread out of the edge and give me that dread.
Damn. So why? Yeah. Speaking of why you beat up Jock, man? Why you said you beat up Jock in the studio or whatever?
Man, Jock, I didn't even know. I didn't even know who he was. I don't really watch TV. I'm gonna make me a movie.
Yeah.
So when we was in the studio the same day, we was in gambling with Troop. Troop won our money.
Oh, word.
And Jacquees' cousin was trying to bet $20, bro. We bet some. I ain't never bet no $700, $800, $1,000 on the dice at this time. Man, we were cheating Troop. Well, we thought we were. But anyway, Troop came back and started winning. Thug got irritated because, you know, you lose, you get mad, you got to take your foot straight out. Yeah. Thug took it out on the nigga who wanted to bet $20. And the nigga ended up getting a fight with Duke. They jump on him. And I like, damn, man, I ain't even getting none of that action because I'm hoping everybody look at the fight so I can steal the money out of the dice game. But Troop wasn't going for none. That nigga collected his money. I'm like, God. Yeah. So they like, who that nigga in here with? And I just see the nigga like, him, they my cousin. And I just swing on him. Then I hear security like, it's an artist. Security guard try to break my arm though, you feel me? So I was looking stupid. But I'm like, man, I don't care. I like my money. Nah, I mean, somebody got to pay. But when they were like, oh, this Jacquees, I'm like, oh, damn, my bad.
Damn, so you've been around a lot of rappers, just being around in the mix with everybody.
Yeah, a whole lot of niggas, they know who I am. Know what I mean?
Name some rappers that been around that we might not even know that you've been around. Just being around.
I've been around all of them. All of them. Because I was right there with Thug every step.
So you was around Durk early on? Or
I met Durk when I got out the Fed in 2019. You know what I mean? And it surprised me, Durk like, what's up? Like, damn, they didn't know me? Because I didn't know how big my name had got from the stupid shit.
Mm. Even the Young Boy, because at one point Young Thug and Young Boy had like a real solid relationship. I remember
I was
Young Boy,
in jail though.
Because Young Boy had a huge Young Thug chain. Did you ever see him wearing a Young Thug chain?
Nah, I was locked up. That when I was doing my Fed time, yeah. But you know, I got out. You know, I like Young Boy though. Like,
nah, I see you be posting.
I love that nigga though.
You going to a store?
Yeah. His mama followed me. Me and her be talking like through Instagram. I be talking to a couple of his homeboys. You feel me?
Do you think 21 and Lil Baby gonna be on Thug new album that's gonna drop, or you think they gotta fall back right now?
They should. Stand beside your nigga, bro. You feel me? Y'all already know when the gets gone. Can't turn on Thug. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all making it personal. Let's just show people that, man. Listen, man. Let's stop turning against each other so fast. Nigga mess up. Hey, man, look, bro, you fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? Can't fuck up twice. You feel what I'm saying? Then, you know, y'all winning in life. Make it about the money. You feel what I'm saying? No illegal activity should be going on for nobody to be worried about anything. I don't hang around nobody that breaking the law. So anybody got to never worry about me. And I ain't got to worry about them.
Do you think this situation with Young Thug happening and people calling him a snitch now and calling him a hypocrite, do you think it's going to open more doors for Gunna to work with more artists and shit, since people are looking at Thug like, hey, you kind of...
See why Columbia is one of America's best college towns.
Back up north, That's called.
Guys, got tonight?
Yeah, hanging in there. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just grab my gloves.
Yeah. Hey, man,
Just
you
in
gotta
case.
say- Yeah. Are you recording yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I am
Perfect.
recording.
So let me show you my ID. Just Don Dormant, ATF. Gun trafficking investigation. These gentlemen gave us consent all the way to get into the car, and while we were retrieving the guns, we got 11 guns back. We found there was a small bag of what appears to be MDMA. So I asked him, hey, who's this? The driver says it's mine. You know, I basically ate some on the way down from New York a couple days ago. So he's owning that narcotic.
Okay.
So
I think I've got an exit test kit too. I'm pretty sure. Maybe y'all want to test it.
Do you know who, if someone threw a firearm in a canal? Assert. Did you throw a firearm in the canal? Assert. You told the police that Cortland Henry was at the field looking for the gun, correct? Assert. Wait, what? He told the police that? You told the police that Jamel Demons, Windham Millie, was in the field looking for the gun, correct? Assert. How would Jamel Demons know where the gun was if he was not on the scene at the time of the shootings? Assert. Why would a storage shed be rented on the day of the murder? Assert. That's so sus. Do you know what would have been needed to be painted the day after Mr. Thompson and Mr. Owens were murdered? Assert. In a newly released deposition, Windham Millie's manager, Hunter K. Track, refused to answer questions. It's revealed that Track was previously interviewed by the police and admitted they went out to a field to retrieve a gun the day after the murders. And to make it even worse, bank records show he purchased a storage unit the day after the murders and hired a painter to paint something. This is a longer video, but it's very important because a lot of red flags pop up. This is Hunter K. Track, Mellie's manager, asserting his Fifth Amendment right and refusing to answer very important questions about the murder. Stick around for the full video, hit subscribe, let's go boys. All right, here we go. Start the deposition for Mellie's manager, Damison Francois, or Hunter K. Track. Direct examination by John Phillips for the families. He got involved in the rap game at 16 years old. He worked with Kodak Black when he was 17 years old for Sniper Gang Apparel, Kodak's like merch line. He found Mellie through like Instagram shit. John Phillips brings up New Era Recording Studio, the studio where they were all at before the murders, before they left in the cars. He started some sort of grills place, making grills and shit, I guess trying to sell grills to rappers, like the jewelry or whatever. He's gonna start playing a lot of videos because Track took a lot of interviews, remember? Track did like an interview tour as YNW Mellie's manager. So dumb, when your artist is facing life in prison, you go on an interview tour and answer questions. First minute we played, is that true? Yes. So you indicate that the Mellie account wasn't YNW Mellie at the time. I don't think so, it was Mellie. I don't think he put YNW, they rep YNW, but it wasn't like that, no. When did he strategically, more aggressively, probably adopt and brand YNW? It just came just as him growing and just realizing he needs something else, because before he was like, when you put Mellie, everything else pops up. So YNW by YNW Mellie. Talking about Adam 22 because he went on No Jumper and got an interview. Did you get access to Jamel's social pretty early on? I believe his mom had his phone with the social media, so I was able to either give it to her to post. I don't remember if she gave me the phone. It was one of them, like he had his phone out here. John Phillips says, because I'm a white guy, I'm going to limit because it's culturally offensive. I'm in a weird spot. If I say the N word, you understand what I'm referring to. So he's talking about reading the N word somewhere. Yeah. 1W word. Okay, I got you. If I say it, we're cool. No, I'm offended right now, John. I'm done with the Zoom. All right. Nah, I'm playing. Go ahead. See you in court. So do you know where young N-World came from? He actually says it. No, that was something they had. Does it go back to Juvie, Sack Chaser, Dre Green, and Jamel, Mellie, and Gifford as early teenagers? You said what? Doesn't YNW and Young N-World date back to when Jay Green, Mellie, Sack, and Juvie were all in the streets and Gifford as teenagers? I wouldn't be able to speak on that because I don't know. Okay. Talking about Vlad TV again. Just another outlet like No Jumper, just a media outlet. Did Jamel, Bortland, and Sack call you when they were pulled over on June 30th, 2018? Objection. He asserts his Fifth Amendment right. I'm not talking about the murders. I'm talking about June 30th. Yeah, I'm still going to assert. Jesus. Don't even want to talk about June or whatever. I think they got arrested for drugs early on. Brings up Mariah Hamilton, Mellie's girlfriend. According to the police report, Demons was with Mr. Withers, Williams, and Henry. Does that refresh your recollection? Assert. Okay. Are you familiar with that Gucci bag? Assert. Do you know what he usually kept in that Gucci bag? Assert. Have you ever possessed the Gucci bag? Assert. On that day, Mr. Demons possessed, or in the occupants of the vehicle, a red backpack. Are you familiar with the red backpack? Assert. Are you familiar with what was in the red backpack? Assert. So what's happening here is, when Mellie got in the cars the night of the murders, he had a handbag on it. Might be this Gucci handbag that they're talking about. And I think the lawyer's trying to get the point across that there was a gun in there, because there's been a gun in there in the past when they were pulled over. For the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Back to the video, boys. Are you aware that on the day, the red backpack contained a Glock 23, 19, and 27? Assert. A search for who purchased each weapon too. Do you acquire guns from Mr. Demmons? Assert. Red backpack also containing an extended magazine, multiple drum magazines. We were that Mr. Demmons was in possession in 2018 of extended magazines and drum magazines. Assert. Do you know how he acquired those? Assert. Did you acquire those for him? Assert. Did Jamie King acquire guns from Mr. Demmons? Assert. The bag also had 10K in cash in it. When he got paid, how did that work? That went with a wire. So 300 would wire 100K. No, he had his own account. So as a manager, he's supposed to get the finance first, and then we disperse it to the artist. So yeah, they would come to me first and get dispersed to them. Bro, that's so.
Style starts with the details. The difference between mid and next level, a real gold chain that hits. Life
Sketchy. There's probably so many rappers, famous rappers, that got scammed by their managers. 100%. There's so many slimy managers that I've met personally that are like, I can just tell by the way you're talking to me that you've been skimming your artist money. Like, these artists are oblivious, bro. If all the money going to this manager account and they just trust this manager, they better be looking over these financial records. What was your commission in 2018? 15%. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I would guess anywhere between 10 and 20%. So 15 is really fair for a manager. If it was 50%, like I've heard from other rappers, then he's getting scammed. And not joking, I've heard 50% before for a management company. Ask him about the advance for his record deal at some point. He says, was it 400,000? I wouldn't know, John. How would you not know? You getting 15% of this big ass chunk of money from the record label and you don't remember? I would remember that even if it was 7 years ago. We're talking about 5-6 years ago. I wouldn't know that. Do you know how Mr. Demmons came into possession of 7 bundles of currency consisting of $200 bills? He's talking about the exact money that he got pulled over with. Do you know if he ever got that money back? Assert. Do you know if he ever got firearms back? Assert. Is Jamel Demmons still one of your clients that you manage? I'd have to talk to my counsel about that question. Are you invoking? Asserting yes, until if I could talk to my counsel about it. He won't even answer if he's still Melly's manager technically. That's bizarre. Does Jamel Demmons have ownership and remain solid? Assert. Does he have any interest in 100K? Assert. Remain solid, I think, is like 100K tracks, like management company. So he's asserting whether or not Melly even owns part of the management company. Does Jamie King have any ownership? Assert. Does Cortland Henry have ownership? Assert. So there's the record label, Remain Solid. Oh wait, Remain Solid is his own record label, never mind. Between Remain Solid and 100K, as far as what services you provide to artists, assert. Why are you more willing to talk to podcasters than you are to lawyers? Assert. Frying him. Why? Why would you go on a tour for interviews? So stupid. It's always going to be used against you. Did Mr. Williams sack chaser? Did he have authenticity? Assert. Did he have good work ethic? Assert. Did he have drive? Assert. Won't even answer personal questions about sack chaser. Do you know who has the ownership rights in that? Of YNW? Of that logo? That logo, I don't. Do you know, since you asked, do you know who has ownership rights to YNW? I'll assert. Do you know what arrangements Jay Green, Juvie, Sack, and Millie had when they founded YNW? I wouldn't know. Do you know how that changed leading up to October of 2018? I wouldn't know. Are you an owner of YNW? Assert. Who sold you an interest in YNW? Assert. So remember, one of the state's theories is that I'm guessing Sack Chaser and Juvie had verbal agreement with Melly that they owned part of YNW, but when it came down to the real paperwork, it didn't happen that way. Like, someone filed for ownership or whatever without Sack Chaser and Juvie involved, like pretty much snaking them. And here's the manager asserting to these questions. Kind of crazy. And they bring up Cortez Ash, another guy that was around them. Does that refresh your recollection of who he was? No. Are you aware that him and Jamie had a sexual relationship? I don't even know who that guy is. Okay. Are you aware that Rashad Ash filed with the state of Florida for LLC for YNW on March 2018? No. Do you know who the officers of corporation known as YNW were? No. Do you know why Jamel was sporting or wearing a cash-motivated medallion until the middle of year 2018? Not sure. He had a different jewelry pieces. So what I think happened here, they keep bringing up this cash-motivated guy that's a rapper who was part of the friend group, Cortez Ash or whatever. I think him and Melly had a falling out, but then Melly proceeded to still wear the piece because he got asked a question about it in an interview with No Jumper, and it was like an awkward, he was like, what is cash motivated on your neck? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. But at some point he finally took it off. They flew out to LA for Atlantic or APG, the record label, to meet with them, I guess. My understanding was that Melly was signed with 300 and then went to visit APG or Atlantic. I think you watching right now need to book a doctor's appointment through ZocDoc. Remember that doctor's appointment you were supposed to book, but you completely forgot and got sidetracked? You know, that dentist appointment you're supposed to get every 6 months or an annual /cuff boys to find and instantly and you know that? I don't know that guy. Talking about Cortez Ash. I don't know him. Are you going to ask me about this guy 1,000 times? I'm going to have to say I don't know him 1,000 times. So he's getting angry. My understanding, he was sleeping with Jamie King. He admitted to me he was sleeping with Jamie King, and it frustrated the business partners of YNW. So that could be why Melly found out about this and got rid of that chain and separated himself from that guy. I'm asking you why you said, fam, I'm young N-word world. So in a video clip, he said he's YNW. I don't understand from that clip. You'd have to play the whole clip, sir. What do you mean that Jay Green was not allowed to talk about YNW? Not allowed to talk about YNW? Yeah, you got to play the clip. Oh, because he's obviously been communicating with the owner of the stuff, the business. They weren't friends. So why is he talking about something he's not a part of or don't know nothing about? Were Sock and Juvie alive at this point in this time when this was connected? When you had this conversation with Jay Green? Assert. In the clip, you referenced paying lawyers. Whose lawyers are you paying for? You can answer, sir. Jamal Demons' attorneys? Correct. We're paying for anybody else's? Assert. Very sus, not saying who you're paying for, because obviously this lawyer thinks it's for all the people that are sued in this as well. Are you paid for Adrian Davis attorneys? Assert. Dontavius Withers? Assert. Mariah Hampton or Felicia Holmes? Assert. Have you paid for attorneys for Cortland Henry? Assert. Frederick Givens? Assert. Does 100K Management own an armored vehicle? Assert. Who operates the merch t-shirt company that puts out free Portland and Melly shirts? Assert. Do you operate the free YNW.com website? Assert. You're employed as the manager of Young New Wave Apparel. What is Young New Wave Apparel? Assert. What is 1W Apparel? Assert. What is Jamie King's ownership in Young New Wave? Assert. Does Jamel Demons have ownership? Assert. Do the beneficiaries of Mr. Thomas or estate of Christopher Thomas receive any benefits from the merch? Assert. Does Cortland Henry? Assert. Track starts getting mad and says it's not about the case. It's not about this at all because I'm getting text from work. I'm allowed to reply to the message from my work. Philip says use of YNW marks, all of that led to fighting or right before the murders, unfortunate murders or wrongful deaths of Mr. Thomas and Williams. YNW related funds are going to the 100K account is certainly something for purpose of discovery that we can inquire about. We literally allege civil conspiracy. This is part of civil conspiracy. So the lawyer's saying we're allowed to ask these questions about the merch company. Correct. To, in your words, cover up the deaths. Can you tell me specifically what the question was? Whether YNW Apparel is proceeds or put into 100K Management's account. At the time all this went down, Mr. Williams was the CEO of YNW, correct? Assert. That was a laugh? Yes, sir, bro. You're funny. What's funny about that? You went from a question to something else. You asked me a question. I didn't even answer the question. You asked me what the intention that I tried to deprive APG, and I said no, it wasn't. My next question was, at this time, wasn't Mr. Williams the CEO of YNW? Assert. Was Mr. Thomas the CEO of YNW at the time? Assert. I remember this now. So they're talking about Melly flying out to LA to talk to Atlantic Records and APG or whatever. It's the same shit. I think I remember Adam 22 saying that Melly flew out there to LA and used up studio time and everything that they booked. Like Atlantic paid for all this. And they didn't know he was signed already to 300 Entertainment in New York. So that's what this is about. So he like used up Atlantic Records resources and probably wasn't even able to keep any of the music he recorded in those studios because the record label was like, no, you're not getting that. On the trips, was Mr. Demons visiting known gang members? Anytime when he was out in LA? Yes. He was shooting music videos, like work on music. So anybody with anybody he did was always for work purposes. It was never for leisure or personal. The girl who apparently gave him oral sex at APG's offices, according to Adam, was that for business purposes? Someone sucked off Melly at the offices? I have no idea what Adam is talking about. If that did occur, it don't have to do nothing with me. Would that be embarrassing to the YNW brand? I don't recall that incident. In an interview with law enforcement, you were asked about some payments made to Juvie's mom, and you state that you didn't pay Juvie's mom money. The label agreed because of the situation that happened. I just want to figure out this stuff once and for all. How much was paid to Miss Phillips? Assert. Why was money paid to Miss Phillips? Assert. Who paid the money to her? Assert. Whose decision was it to pay Phillips? Assert. Was 300 involved in the decision to pay Leandra Phillips? Assert. Did you call me and tell me to drop the case against you because you were paying Leandra Phillips? Assert. Wait. The lawyer just said that he called him to drop the case because he's paying her? Are you aware of being investigated for witness tampering? Assert. Did Kevin Lyles, the owner of 300 Entertainment, authorize the payments to Leandra Phillips? Assert. Are they trying to get at that 300 Entertainment, the record label, helped pay victims' families? Mr. Demons told Miss Thompson that my lawyer and my label told me not to talk to nobody, but I'm taking care of the funeral and your family is going to be good for life, but I know it won't replace this heartbreak. What did Mr. Demons do to make Miss Thompson good for life? Assert. What did you do, if anything, to make Juvie's family good for life? Assert. Bank records show 2 payments to Miss Phillips. Have you given Mr. Givens or his companies out of 100K proceeds? Assert. I need some food. Track is like, I'm getting hungry. What reasons did 100K provide payment to Jamie King? Any payments to Jamie would be for her son. Did you and Miss King have conversations about the fact that you should not have turned the phone into prosecutors? Never seen this post to know I have a conversation with her about it. You did a lot of interviews about whether turning in a phone to prosecutors was quote unquote snitching, correct? Correct. So what this is about, I believe at some point, Track turned in a phone or something. I think it was Melly's phone or her phone to the prosecutors at some point, like very early on. Like they asked for it and he just did it. Did Jamie King accuse you of being a snitch on her son's case? No, never had that conversation with her. Did you have the phone that Mr. Demons at the time that Mr. Thomas and Mr. Williams were shot? Assert. At the time Mr. Demons turned himself in, did you possess firearm that was in the car when Mr. Demons and Thomas were shot? Assert. Do you agree with me that because you received money from Mr. Demons' business, that you were unwilling to testify truthfully against him? Assert. In this case, have you paid the victims' families of the murder? Assert. In this case, have you admitted to being part of a search group that found a weapon in the possession of Mr. Henry or Mr. Demmons in the moment of the shooting? Assert. Did you destroy or dispose of the bloody murder weapon in this case? Assert. There again, you're saying that there's no evidence. Have you reviewed the evidence in this case? So he showed a clip that I've even reacted to of the manager, 100K Track, saying there's no evidence against Melly. I don't know how he's saying that because it defies logic, but assert, that's funny. It's not funny. No, you're funny. Let's see how funny this clip is where you're accused of murder being involved with the murder. Did you know that Mr. Demmons' defense lawyer was going to point the finger at you for having a motive to kill Mr. Assert? They cut each other off. Do you recall giving a statement to the police on May 10th, 2019? Assert. I don't remember this. In that statement, you recorded as saying, that's why I'm like, okay, cool, let me see how this plays out, because I don't look at Melly as a murderer, especially now with no Sack and Juvie. Not the way he was acting with them, because if he could kill Sack and Juvie, that mean he could kill me and my wife. But he's closer to them than anybody. Did you say that to the police? Assert. What do you mean if Mr. Demmons could kill Sack and Juvie, that means he could kill me and my wife? Assert. Are you expressing the fear for your own health or murder by Demmons? Assert. Has Demmons ever threatened you? Assert. Has Demmons ever threatened your wife? Assert. What do you mean by Juvie is your little brother? Assert. Do you feel like Juvie, who was compared to being your little brother, deserves justice in this case? Assert. Kind of crazy he's asserting that, right? This is supposed to be their friend, and he's asserting to a question on whether or not he deserves justice. Who do you feel killed Mr. Thomas? Assert. Who do you believe killed Mr. Williams? Assert. Did you go to Fredo Bang's house on October 26? Assert. Was Jamie King there? Assert. Mariah Hamilton? Assert. Fredo Bang? Assert. Why were you and your wife and Mr. Demmons at Mr. Bang's house? Assert. Where did the discussion come from that first time you heard that Sack was owed $200,000 from Mr. Demmons? Assert. Do you agree with me that you told the police officers, I want to know where Sack is going to get $200,000 from? Mel's going to sign Sack and Juvie. Well then, really, they all like CEOs of 1W. Assert. What? Was Melly going to sign Sack and Juvie through 100K? Assert. Was Melly going to sign Sack and Juvie through Real Solid? Assert. If this was really for $200,000 or 100K or whatever Melly was owed to them, like if Melly really owed them money like that and he killed them over it, that is crazy work. Because Melly was going to make millions of dollars. Like at this point, he was already blown up. Like it was over with. That is the dumbest decision I've ever heard. So if Sack and Juvie survived, they were due money, correct? Assert. Did 100K promise a signing bonus? Assert. There's a $500,000 deposit into his account. Assert. Do you know what portion of the money was promised to Sack Chaser or Juvie? Assert. On October 26, tell me about the time you went to the field. Assert. Who'd you go to the field with? Assert. Whose idea was it to go to the field? Assert. Who drove to the field? Assert. Who were in the car you were in to go to the field? Assert. Did you know you were going to the field to look for a weapon linked to a double homicide? Who found the weapon that was found in the field? Assert. Where'd you all stop on October 26? Assert. Where'd you stop after going to the field? Assert. How many cars of people went to the field? So what happened here the morning after the murders, remember? Everyone went back to the field. Their phones were tracked going back to the same area. Well, the police say Melly got rid of the murder.
With so many choices on Booking.com, like this waterfront hotel, even Yankees fans are loving Boston.
Oh, no.
Murder weapon. Do you know who, if someone threw a firearm in a canal? Assert. Did you throw a firearm in a canal? Assert. Mr. Mills told the police he took possession of a bloody firearm. Did you see a bloody firearm? Assert. Were you telling the truth when you said Jacoby Mills tried to take the gun? Assert. When you say they said, oh no, Jacoby couldn't take the gun, who are you referring to? Assert. When you say that the gun stayed in the vehicle you were in, y'all kept driving on, where was the gun located? Assert. Who put the gun in the car? Assert. Who took the gun out of the car? Assert. Why don't you take the gun linked to double homicide to the police? Where's the gun today? Assert. Oh, it's raining, man. What? Is bro pointing out the rain in the middle of this? What were you doing to help Jamie King on October 26? Assert. Did Jamie King have anything to do with the murder? Assert. In the interview, you said there was theories he was involved with the firearm, but didn't you in fact admit you went to the field and retrieved, or were part of the team that retrieved the firearms after these murders? Assert. You told the police that Cortland Henry was at the field looking for the gun, correct? Assert. Wait, what? He told the police that? You told the police that Jamel Demmons, Wayne Melly, was in the field looking for the gun, correct? Assert. How did Jamel Demmons know where the gun was if he was not on the scene at the time of the shootings? Assert. Why would they dispose of the gun if they were not involved in the shootings? Assert. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. So did he snitch? This is low-key snitching, right? I mean, he told them they were looking for guns in the field? You told the police there were 4 people in your car and another car behind us, correct? Assert. Did you rent the Jeep involved in the shooting? Assert. Do you know that if the front-end damage occurred when Mr. Henry swerved off the road and hit barrels when Mr. Demmons started shooting and killed Mr. Williams and Mr. Thomas? Assert. That's crazy. I never even knew about that detail or thought about that. Were there barrels out there smashed up or something in the area of the murder? Have you been on multiple podcasts talking about the homicides and the evidence in this case? Assert. So stupid. Do you agree that Mr. Demmons is last seen at approximately 3:18 a.m. getting in the rear passenger seat? Assert. And he asked him about everyone else who's on camera getting in the car. Who owned the .40 caliber shell casing that was found inside your rental vehicle? Assert. Who discharged it or fired it? Assert. Who retrieved the gun? Did you find other shell casings? Assert. Did you help remove shell casings from your rented Jeep? Assert. Were you aware of Mr. Williams' fear for his life? Assert. Remember, because Sack Chaser apparently called his mom freaking out the 2 days before the murder, saying that he was scared for their lives and telling them to move. Did he provide Mr. Williams any additional security upon learning that he was afraid for his life? Assert. As the CEO and client of 100K, do you feel you had any obligation to report threats of violence or potential violence against Mr. Williams? Assert. Mr. Mills stated in an interview that Juvie was killed because he wouldn't leave Sack's side and he heard it from the streets. Do you know who spread that information? Never seen that video a day in my life. Okay. Were you aware? Have you heard any rumors that Sack was going to rob Melly? Never heard such thing. About Riri, Melly's girlfriend, were you aware that rumors that Sack or Juvie took her to get an abortion? Never knew about that. Were you aware that Sack or Juvie paid for the abortion? Never knew anything about that. Did they come to you for reimbursement? I just answered the question. I said no. Were you aware the allegations that Mr. Williams sent pictures of penis to Mariah? No. Are you aware of what weapons Melly possessed on October 2018? No. Does this look like the firearm that you had in your vehicle that you retrieved in the field? Assert. So suspect, isn't it? Very, very sus. As of November 2018, had Mr. Dimmons actually recovered $750,000 out of his contracts? Assert. Did you and Mr. Dimmons orchestrate a plan to profit off these murders of Mr. Williams and Thomas? Assert. You told the officers that you were at the field when a gun was found, but you weren't the one that took possession of it, correct? Assert. So he like straight up snitched, right? That's what that is. You were at a field the day after the murders? Mr. Mills said he took possession of the firearm. Was your home searched? Assert. Did the police find a storage unit key? Assert. Did they ultimately search the storage unit as well? Assert. Mr. Withers and Mr. Mills indicate that shortly after their deaths, that YNW house was emptied out. Are you aware of that? Assert. Who rented the YNW house? Assert. Do you know who rented the storage den on the day of the murders? Assert. Why would a storage shed be rented on the day of the murder? Assert. That's so sus. Why are you renting that? That's a big red flag in my opinion. That's like really suspect. Who is Ijas Hassan Ali? It says paint job, so probably a work for hire or something. Do you know what would have been needed to be painted the day after Mr. Thomas and Mr. Williams were murdered? Assert. This is all big red flags. Something needed to be painted and they bought a storage unit the day after the murders. There was a lot of cash pulled out of your account the week after the murders. Why? Assert. Why would Melly have to destroy a cell phone or lose a cell phone if he was not at the scene of the shooting? Assert. Why would Melly's manager be renting a storage shed the afternoon after shooting if there was nothing to hide? Do you believe that a magic bullet shot from the right side of the car circled around and traveled and hit Mr. Williams in the left portion of his neck and traveled through the right portion of his head? Objection argumentative. Oh my God. He's asking him clearly because their autopsies show that they were shot from the different direction than the drive-by bullets on the outside of the car because it doesn't match up at all. The drive-by shooting shit is it simply does not match up. Were you the one that shot Mr. Thomas? Assert. Did you have Mr. Thomas shot? Assert. Do you have Mr. Williams shot? Assert. Do you know what the significance is of the evidence of the gunpowder stippling being found on Mr. Thomas' left cheek? No. That's what I expect evidence to show is evidence that it was an intermediate range gunshot, approximately 8 inches from his face. Do you know who else was sitting in the back seat passenger, 8 inches to the left of Mr. Thomas? Assert. This is so fucking crazy. They show a picture of Juvie's hand now to him. Remember, Juvie apparently put his hands up and got shot in the hand. Were you aware that he put up his hands to try to either defend against or cover his face from a gunshot coming from his left? No, I wasn't. This is the police photo of their matching of where the vehicle had to be a match. The glass casings that evidence on the car. Can you explain to me how, you know, from your research and your certainty that there's no evidence in this case by the boys, however, in a car was shot up on the passenger side of this road? Objection. Do you know how the vehicle got shot up on the passenger side? No, I do not. Did he tell you what kind of vehicle was used by the shooters? Assert. Did you learn that the vehicles actually matched somebody standing by the vehicle and not in a moving vehicle next to it? No, I never knew. The photos of the blood evidence now showed that somebody must have been sitting in the left passenger back seat. Assert. This is not good. We're aware that Mr. Dimmons was trying to call his mom at 3:40. Assert. Do you know what Mr. Dimmons and Mr. Gibbons discussed at 4:04? Assert. Have you seen the text messages about Dimmons and Gibbons, him coming to pick him up? Assert. Do you recall the conversation with Mr. Mills saying that you're going to get rid of the firearm? Assert. Do you know who said that Juvie and Sack got hit with a 9mm? Assert. Are you aware that text messages right before the murders? Sack's texting Melly asking for small amounts of money because he can't afford to live? No. Have you heard of these allegations that Sack Chaser was in any way causing harm or molesting or R-wording Mr. Dimmons? Huh? No. Do you know why Mr. Mills said that? No, I don't. There, you're basically admitting you were aware Mr. Dimmons destroyed or got rid of his phone that evening. What? Assert. No, I don't know. What's the question, bro? What are you asking? Miss Holmes, Mariah, and her mother were trying to extort you, Jamel or Miss King. Assert. Your son accused of killing 2 people, but I need to pay $40,000 in a car. Not shit. So I know you're lying. You know what she's referring to about $40,000 in a car? No, sir. Wait. They got text messages of Mariah Hamilton's mama saying they got $40,000 in a car from them. That's crazy. On March 1st, 2021, Miss Holmes says, let's tell what Melly really did. What he really told her upstairs in Fredo's house. Oh, I'm testifying. I wasn't, but I sure am. I damn sure is now. He lied. He was with them. He told me he was that morning. I talked to him to tell him he was with him. Are you aware of those messages? No, sir. Do you also understand that your deposition here today can be used in the civil case, meaning every time that you pled the fifth, we can present that to a jury and ask the jury to hold it against you when they render the verdict, in which case I'll be asking for many millions of dollars and the damages for that case. Do you understand that? I would need counsel. Chris would speak on that. I don't understand your question. Crazy. A jury gonna hear all this. It's not like a criminal case. The jury can hear all this shit. You understand the implications of raising the Fifth Amendment here in this deposition? Assert. He's asserting to that. Do you have any personal insurance so that when there's a judgment lodged against you, meaning that I can ask the courts to garnish your wages to do things like take away your cars, take away any items of your property in order to satisfy the judgment? Do you have any personal insurance for that? Assert. All right, that looks like that's pretty much the gist of this. Terrible, terrible look for these guys in the civil case though, right? Like the jury's gonna see all this. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit subscribe. Thanks for the support. Peace out, boys.
The best companion for your fantasy team is Fantasy View. Track stats while you watch live NFL games with YouTube TV and the NFL Sunday Ticket add-on. Try YouTube TV free. Terms and embargoes apply. Cancel anytime.